Oh, I think we're live. Yes, we are live. Hello, hi everybody. That's a really eccentric start to the stream. What's up, everybody? Disney Dan here. Welcome back into the channel, and welcome to episode 75 of Disney Fiasco, the last show of the year. Wow, 2019. This show is not going to be unlike any other show that we've done all year. Like my last New Year's show, normally we're going to go a little bit longer to celebrate this year. So welcome in, everybody. We're going to run back through 2019 with some amazing special guests. Some will come in a little bit later, but I've started off with two wonderful partner Power Channels friends. Of course, I've got to have these two guys in the streams. So firstly, let's check this guy out. Representing the Dis and That crew, my buddy Steve from Steve's World. What's up, pal? So good to have you.
Man, it's great to be here. Thank you for the invite. I really appreciate it.
No,
couldn't miss your year in review. This is I remember the day I first came on the first Disney Fiasco that I was on. It was like, I made it. But no, it
looks where you've gotten now.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here. I appreciate it.
No, of course, my friend. It's good to have you back. And of course, partner channel RobFuz. Welcome in, pal. So good to have you here as well.
How you doing? Happy New Year. Happy holidays. How you doing, Dan? Good to see you.
Happy Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, New Year, everything. Hello, everybody. We're going to have an amazing show tonight. Let's see who's in the chat.
Woohoo!
Donna Jaworski.
Hey, wait, hold on a sec, Dan. We're going 24 hours, right?
Yes. No way. I've got to drive like 8 hours like in the next couple of days, so no way. Donna Jaworski's here. Welcome into the stream. R. Johns is here. Adam, it's in the chat. It's in the group chat. If Rob can send that to Adam, that would be great. Little Oz Laura, welcome into the stream. Dougie, what's up, pal? Good to see you. My super mod Kate Atwood is here, as well as Noah. Welcome in, Noah. Blue Nose is here. Stevie Lee is here. Ruth Metcalf is here. Mike Wheeler, welcome into the stream, pal. So good to have you. AJC Magic TV is here. Disney Nerd Headers is here. Zachary Pollock is here. Stacy Rogers is here. Stacy, wonderful Stacy is here. Pamela Hoffman is here. Welcome into the stream, everybody. Happy New Year. 2019 is coming to an end. Captain Okron, welcome in. Wow, what 2019? I think looking back now, what a year! What a year for Disney. I mean, just so much has happened. We're gonna run through, our favorite things of 2019.
I totally remember the beginning of the year when we saw that whole thing and how like Rise of Skywalker and Frozen 2 were so far in the horizon, and they're here already. It's crazy.
Tanya J, welcome into the stream. Avery is here. What's up, pal? Cricket Fox is here. Wow, welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much. Please make sure we hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell, as well as subscribe to my two buddies right here joining me as well as my other partner channels, Mouse Talk, Corey Fiasco, and Meg from Mickey's Magic. Yeah, you're right, Rob. Like, literally, the start of this year, I was just like, there's so much coming out this year. So much is happening this year. Galaxy's Edge, Rise of Skywalker, Avengers Endgame, our Disney trip. So much is happening that, like, it was going to be a massive year regardless. So we're going to run through, like, lots and lots of different stuff this year and bring in some new special guests as we go on along this amazing stream. Who else joined us? Candy Mom, welcome into the stream, Candy Mom. Okay, so if you could summarize this year 2019 in one word, three words, one word, three words, I'll give you the choice. What would you have?
Epic. There's no other word.
Crazy.
Crazy. I couldn't agree more. Pam's fan, welcome in. Mouse Talk says, Dan, that's a great one-word answer. Walt, get in here. Come into the stream, buddy.
And the third word would be fast. Uh-oh. No, I can't hear you.
Uh-oh. I can't hear Dan either.
I can't hear Dan either.
It's all Walt's fault.
I know. It's always me.
No,
I thought it was just Google Hangouts.
Happy birthday.
There he is.
To you.
Hey, birthday boy.
Happy birthday, dear Walter. Happy birthday to you.
Woohoo!
Hey, buddy.
Thank you.
How are you, pal?
One
One
word
word.
for Disney this year, huh? Busy.
Busy. Really epically busy this year.
Yes.
Just
Thank you for the birthday wishes.
Oh, you're absolutely welcome. I mean, what's it like turning 21 again?
Is today your birthday today?
No, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
See, everyone was wishing him on Christmas, and I'm like,
Well, technically,
is his
technically,
birthday
I'm
Christmas?
I got one of my gifts already.
Oh, nice.
wow. That's the new
It's a
Bob
great
Iger
book. It's a great book.
And
Gotta read it. Ooh, that looks like a great book too.
You know I'm going to love that. Well,
Ooh.
technically, it's the 29th, like now for me.
That's
So
for
technically,
you.
it is your birthday. So
all right,
that's why I can sing it and they can't.
We're the same age too. I realize that.
49, buddy. 49. I have no problem saying
I'm
it.
just a month old of 49, so we're almost identical, like to the
Yeah.
month.
Almost.
And Jeff's birthday was on Christmas. I didn't know Jeff's birthday.
Oh,
was
that's
on
whose
Christmas Day
birthday
as
was
well.
Christmas.
He turned
Jeff,
50
yeah.
on Christmas.
Yeah, he turned 50 as well.
Oh.
Wow, what a crazy time of the year.
Yeah, I didn't want to reveal my age. Thanks, Walt. I'm like,
I'm sorry.
it's like, yeah.
I won't reveal mine because I don't want people to be like upset.
I won't. Hey, I don't mind. It is what it is. Show me a number.
Brian, welcome to the stream, buddy. So good to see you.
Smash
so,
that like button, everyone.
Yes, everybody.
Please,
You're new to the
smash
channel.
that.
Subscribe to Dan.
Smash that like button. So we're going to pretty much just run through lots and lots of stuff for the 2019, whether it's movies, park stuff, our meetup, anything. Zippity Doo Dad, welcome into the stream. Another member of the Just in That crew. Hopefully Zip will be able to come in a little bit later. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Elo Sisters, welcome into the stream. Merry Christmas. So good to see everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by. Right. I'm going to kick things off with movies. The movies of 2019.
Ooh.
Movies of 2019.
Wow.
So there's lots of movies that came out this year. Some I think definitely were big hits, and some were maybe misses. And some were they were okay. Let's start first. Favorite movie, Disney movie of 2019. Let's start with Steve.
But without saying, okay, I got to leave Star Wars out of this because I'm still in the shock and awe of Star Wars, I think. So I got to leave that out.
By the way,
But,
there'll be no spoilers. No spoilers for Rise of Skywalker.
So, man, I think I have to go with Endgame. I just think it was that, like I said, epic earlier. That it was like I love those final chapters. It's sad, bittersweet when you have a final chapter because you know it's coming to an end, but it wraps everything up. And Endgame was such a great movie, and the way they did everything, especially the last battle scene and everything, it was just it was incredible. And Pam, I know my room looks very empty, so I got to do something about that. But for me, I think it's got to be Endgame. Leaving Star Wars out of it.
Isn't it crazy that we had two massive franchises that ended sort of this chapter in a way?
Yep.
Which we'll get into. Rob?
I guess I'm going to go with Endgame as well, Steve. It's a good pick.
I'm seeing a trend.
You know, I don't know. If I'm eliminating Star Wars, I can Steven includes that.
You can have Star Wars if you want to. They both made me cry.
Yeah, it was tough. I know. I like Star Wars, so I guess about the same. So those
about
two.
The same. So Star Wars and Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
I'm very intrigued what Walt has to
I am
say.
too. I did I messaged Walt on Twitter. I'm dying to know what you. I can't wait for your show, guys. By the way,
yeah.
I swear the whole movie. I told Walt the whole movie. I'm thinking I can't wait to hear.
Oh no! Literally, I came out of that. Literally, Walt went into the movie, and I literally came out of the movie. I was just like, the first thing that came to my mind, literally as soon as I saw the movie, was like, what would Walt think? Like, out of everything, I was like, what would Walt think?
Always remember one thing: if someone doesn't like something, it doesn't necessarily mean they're being negative. They just don't like it.
Right.
I mean, I think that's an unfair criticism that people that don't like something get a lot. They're like, "Oh, you're being negative." No,
No, it's just someone's opinion.
But in this case, I will say, full disclosure, I liked Rise of Skywalker.
Yes,
I did. Of
Makes
the
me
three, it's the one I liked the best. For what they could do, I think they tied it up well for what they had.
That's a good point.
Was the movie before, this one did very well to make up for that. But even with Star Wars Endgame, I agree with Steve wholeheartedly and Rob. Well, it's Endgame. It just is. Yeah. I mean, that's 10 years of a culmination. Back to back to back to back. You know, something like that.
Star Wars is 30 years in there, 40.
Well, but there was a 40, gap in between movies that happened there. Whereas this was back to back to back to back to back to back, and we just never. It was nonstop for 10 years. They had gaps in between them. So you're right. It was a longer period of time, but there was bigger gaps. But yeah, Endgame for me.
I get what you mean.
Yeah. Jim from More Sunshine, please welcome into the stream. Jim has some really great live streams, so please go check out Jim from More Sunshine, please. And Jill from Bell Southern. Hope, Jill, you are doing well, you and your family. There is an echo going on, so
probably
go. No,
Jill, like probably me.
Jill from Bell Southern is here. So good to see you, and we need to catch up, Jill. For me, this year had me in tears a lot. Okay, I cried in Endgame, of course. Rise of Skywalker, I cried. I lost it in Toy Story 4, and I lost it that my co-host has returned.
Yes.
It's Meg. Hey, Meg.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Meg. How are you?
I would feel so weird when I'm just like waiting backstage and I'm like, I wonder when they'll see me.
I think because it says you're backstage. That's what makes you nervous, I think. So
you're like in the green room before like a show, for like a TV show.
I've definitely done that though, where people have been waiting in the like backstage and I haven't noticed them. Like that happened to Steve after the stream. Steve, your tree is gone.
It's empty.
But I felt so bad because it happened after the because now I'm like sucked into this where you guys hang out for hours after the streams end. So Steve was just like waiting there after there was like 2 or 3 of us left, and Steve was just waiting there, and it's like, Steve, you couldn't send me a message or anything to let me know that you were down in the backstage area.
It's okay.
It feels so like lost and empty in that corner.
Yeah.
It needs like some sort of like something.
It really does.
A picture of where's your art project from this and that? That could
here.
Go.
It's right there.
Yeah.
It was sold.
We need Yoda back.
It's sold though. It's gonna be. I got
Emily, right?
No, that one went to Cody.
Cody, right.
So, but I am. I told Meg I went out and I bought a lot of other stuff, and I'm going to be painting some more. But I'm getting ready to start a Disney Up picture. So
that's cool.
So we'll see how that goes.
Taking requests.
That's awesome.
Let's see how long it takes me to get this one done. But Stevie Lee mentioned that I should put some of my puzzles back there, and I think that's actually a pretty good idea. I might put
frame it and then put it up.
Well, I've got the big puzzle that's 26.5 feet by 6.5 feet. I might take one of those sections. It'll fill up that entire section right there, just one piece of it. So we'll see. And of course, I got
just
Corey's.
Laminate all the puzzles throughout the whole room, like even the ceiling.
I counted the other day. I think I have 212 glued finished Disney puzzles done.
Wow.
So, and that's not counting all the ones like these over here. I got all kinds of them. Like I got 5 or 6 sitting there. I got all those for Christmas. It's just, and I've got, I don't know, I probably got 30 more back there that aren't done. So,
Adam, that's great.
It's the guy from the north.
The Northman.
I wonder what it looks like if I do this. That's better.
Here's a story.
When it's like the 3 people or like 4 people and then someone leaves and it's like really, really close up to your face. Like,
man, I'm stuck with the stupid.
Welcome to the Brady Bunch. Marshmallow Man is here. What's up, pal? So good to see you.
Try to eat the duck.
Trying to eat what?
No, I have the Powered by StreamYard duck in my frame.
Duck Labs.
Duck. I'm just trying to eat the duck, so I gotta.
So, a big welcome to Meg and Adam. So good to have you guys here. Meg, I've missed you. It's been a
I
couple
know,
of days.
Dan. I was laughing at that picture. It seems like forever ago that on the thumbnail, that picture, but it wasn't really that long ago, was it?
No.
Well, we will definitely talk about our time in Florida, where four of us got to meet. I'm sorry,
I got to
the
see
two guys
Steve
in the corner.
last weekend. And Steve and I
Yeah.
stole Ryan's kids for like a hot second. And we took a family picture.
Yes. Me, Meg, and
Oh.
Abe and Bryn. We took a
Yeah.
hashtag
Oh,
pretend family.
Yeah.
So
Pretend family.
It could be like a this and that extended family picture.
Oh, it is.
yeah.
We're all somehow related now.
yes.
So
So welcome back, Meg. It's so good to have. Like it's been a while since you've been
it has.
been busy, of course, this time of year. But it's so good to have you back, and this guy underneath as well, who's a mystery underneath the hat continues. At least he's not wearing his elf hat like last week or the week before.
What was wrong with that?
Nothing. I thought it was cool.
What was wrong with
I
that?
liked it.
It was festive. It was happy.
Very.
The
Yeah,
disco
lights on,
sweater he had. Yeah.
lights,
The
everything.
disco jumper.
The disco
that's
jumper.
right. The disco jumper. I was
British.
ready to recreate Band-Aid. I was ready for it.
That's awesome.
Oh, jeez. Right, so we were talking about movies of 2019. Meg, favorite movie of 2019?
Oh, that's so
Not
hard.
putting you on the spot too much, Meg.
Can we break this down into categories?
Okay. Well, okay. So how about this? We just go through the year and just talk about different movies. Let's just start with Endgame right now because I think that's the big elephant in the room. Like it was like the most anticipated like finale of everything.
Was it though? Was it
I think
or
Rise
was
of
Star Wars?
Skywalker was.
Was it or was
pretty-
Star Wars? Yeah.
Yeah,
both
but the thing
were
is,
very anticipated.
you came out of Last Jedi and you were kind of like, what are they gonna do now?
I really liked The Last Jedi.
I like the Last Jedi.
So did I. And I do think
I like that.
like what
movie.
they're saying with Endgame, I think that's a fair assessment because everybody was excited for Endgame. There were a lot of people that were upset. That guy down there about the other two Star Wars movies. I thought were absolutely fantastic. So
I did too.
I think I don't understand there was a lot of upset people from Star Wars fans about the first two episodes 7 and 8, and I don't think the anticipation for 9 was there as much as it was for Endgame. It was for me.
I do agree
agree.
because
I
after
agree.
seeing Infinity War, I mean, Infinity War came out like 2 years ago now, so I could talk about spoilers. But after I saw that all the characters that I love died, they got snapped, I was like, what's going to happen?
I was just waiting for Spider-Man to come back on screen after being done.
Oh, I like.
Meg and I have like this
crying.
like love for
I was-
Spidey.
Tom Holland is amazing.
But yeah, I could see why people were like, what's going to happen to my favorite character? And then you had to wait a whole year to figure out what happened to them. So
Yeah, I can't believe that this year I sat watching Avengers: Infinity War and Endgame in the movie theater for 6 hours next to an Incredible Hulk. Like it was just the most like
that story.
incredible.
Don't call me that. Don't call me
It was
that.
the
I mean,
most-
just call me Adam.
It was the most
Crazy.
incredible but traumatic experience of my life. It was just Kimmy Evans, welcome into the stream, Adam. But yeah, it was just because I remember messaging Adam because we got the movie like a couple of hours before the States.
yeah.
And I remember it was like 3 a.m. and I called Adam because we both got out of the movie theater from Endgame and we were like, oh my.
Yeah, we were like
God,
on the
that
phone.
was,
Like,
like-
oh my god.
It was insane. I would like try not to spoil it for like anybody. But it was just like I think we've all know that it's not my favorite like Marvel film. It's definitely in my top 5. It's not my favorite. But I thought that last act just is one of the best last acts, I think, in all of cinema.
Yeah.
So favorite part of the movie, favorite thing about the movie. Let's go around in a circle, starting this way.
For me, it was yeah. We're going spoilers, right? There's no
Endgame is
Endgame spoilers.
I'm sorry,
So-
we've already.
Yeah, sorry if you haven't seen it. Look. So when my favorite part, of course, Cap is my favorite character, and when he was refusing to give up when Thanos was kicking his butt, and he was sitting there just taking it, and then all of a sudden you hear on your left, and the portals open, and everybody comes back. Like, I mean, I'm talking everybody comes back. I'm getting chills right now just thinking about it right now. But that might have been the most impactful scene in any movie.
It's the score.
And the score, yeah, it's everything. It's the visual effects. It might be the most impactful scene of any movie.
You know what I love though was how Falcon said on your left, because that's what Cap said on your left in the Winter Soldier.
Yep.
I just love that callback, and it was like the perfect way to bring everybody back.
Yep.
It was just it was amazing. Rob?
Yeah, anything with Iron Man. I love Iron Man. Just maybe I guess it's like the final scene with Iron Man. Not giving too much spoilers, but
it's been 6 months.
Yeah, when they're all gathered by the lake, I guess that was my favorite part. So.
That was just I couldn't stop
emotional.
crying.
Yeah.
I could not stop crying at the funeral at all.
Oh
that's going to be that. So I don't know if I'm jumping in order there, but the funeral. That's my answer. There is that that scene. Or that whole kind of last, maybe 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, that's what I was saying too.
So much emotion in that, and I never thought I'd find myself that emotional watching any comic movie. I mean, the comic movies are always very uplifting, and to have that much emotion while sitting there, and I watched it 3 times in the cinema, and
dedication.
Yeah, I loved it. I loved it. It was
how many boxes of tissues did you go through?
I've got to say in the chat there that was a tearjerker for sure. Yes, it was. It was. I was so emotional watching that funeral scene and just the end of the battle and when Tony Stark realized that the one outcome that it had to be, the one outcome he wanted to avoid and what it kind of led to. But it was beautiful. It was beautiful. So it was so well done. I was heartbroken, but it was so well done.
Mr. Captain America, Walt, because I know how much he loves Captain America.
Oh yeah, he's my favorite. Well, first off, I saw the movie 5 times in the movie theater.
Oh my
The
god!
only other time I've ever seen a movie 5 times in the movie theater, Meg, was Return of the King.
Oh
Yes.
And that's a 3.5 hour movie, and I went 5 times to see it. That's how much I liked Endgame. The best part for me was Cap picking up Mjolnir, which just kind of shows a lot for who he is. And then, right hand to God, the on your left scene, I actually screamed it in the movie theater. I knew it was coming. As soon as I heard Falcon say, "Cap, it's me," I yelled, "On your left!" And he said it. And I was like, you knew it was coming. And I had like people looking at me. I didn't care. That's a great scene, and that whole ending is. And I really love Tony Stark, and I think whether it was him or Cap, whichever one was the one that was going to be the one to sacrifice, he's awesome, and it's going to suck moving forward. Pardon my language, not having Cap and Iron Man moving forward. It's going to be really, really hard. Yeah.
You can make prequels. Look, we got Black Widow coming out.
Yeah, we got Black Widow, and actually, they did well with. Far From Home, dealing with Tony Stark's, death. I thought that was really good. Speaking of Spider-Man, Meg, favorite is it when Spidey came back on screen?
No, well, as much as I love that part, I'm going to actually say a different scene. But I first want to say, Richard said Donna cries at the commercials.
I laughed at that.
I've gone to see Rise of Skywalker twice, and both times the Mulan trailer came up, and I was like, this movie hasn't even come out. I'm already crying. I'm a mess. And like all the commercials that are really sad or ones that aren't even sad, it's just like they're really triumphant and they're conquering something. I'm just like, this is so amazing.
Yeah, that trailer's incredible. Got me pumped for that movie. Definitely.
But I want to go back to the tearjerkers because I think one of my favorite parts of that movie is when, Is that? Yes, it is. I was like, is that Infinity War? No, it's when they're on Vormir and they're getting the Soul Stone, and you have Natasha and Hawkeye, and that scene gets me because they're both like, I'm going to sacrifice myself for the greater good of everyone, and they just, I mean, it kills me when she's like, you need to let me go, and then you see her fall. It's just like,
that is
Yeah. I think my favorite scene for me, although I loved everything, the last act, I just loved at the beginning of the movie where they just go straight after Thanos and Cap goes, let's go and get this son of a, and they take him out easy. Like, and when Thor goes, what? I went for the head.
Yeah,
and I just love that.
We both said, didn't we? We both said, like, obviously we were expecting some sort of epic battle and everything, and we both said that particular scene, we were like,
it was very brave.
It's true because you're like, what are they going to do?
Like, very brave.
10 minutes of the movie.
Like 25 minutes of the movie or anything.
Yeah.
Like, it's brave to kill off your main antagonist who you've built up for 23 odd movies in the space of 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Not even that.
Thanos is dead?
That was dead. What are you going to do?
I was like, how did they do that?
I remember being thoroughly upset after that happened. Because like, it's only been 20 minutes. It's going to suck now. Sorry, I said the same thing about it. But it's gonna be terrible now. And then no, it wound up being pretty epic.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Well, but overall, I think on a whole, the movie of the year. Let's talk one tearjerker to another. A movie that I think has really gone under the radar, and that is Toy Story 4.
Oh my god, so good.
No.
I did. I
thought that movie was underwhelming.
I thought it was underwhelming as well.
Meg, we agree.
Me too.
Well, on something?
Yes, there it is. High five. Other way.
No.
Yay!
I thought they really missed the mark.
In 2019.
Dead to me.
I thought they really I thought they really missed the mark with Toy Story 4. It was exactly what I didn't want them to do.
Really?
There's only one way they can fix it now, and that's to make another one where all the toys come back to Andy's kid, and that's the only way. That's the only way they can. That's the only way they can fix it. Yeah, Woody would.
That's too cliched. That's too cliched doing that.
But the end of that movie would have never happened. That would never happen that way. He would never abandon the group.
No, I
never.
I kind of agree with you. I think obviously the whole trilogy originally was they were Andy's toys, and obviously at the end, I mean, the end of Toy Story 3 was a proper tearjerker. I mean, I bawled at the end of that. I'm not afraid.
Donna still hasn't seen Toy Story 3.
Oh, Donna.
What?
Okay, so yeah, I mean, I bawled at the end of Toy Story 3 because I was like, that was the end of the whole thing. Something that we'd all grown up with as kids through to adultdom. And then so when they announced Toy Story 4, I thought, how are they going to make this work? I didn't think they would make it work. I beg to differ. I do. I actually thought I watched it expecting it to be a completely different feel, and actually it fit right in my opinion. And I sat there and I watched it, and I was like, and at the end again on Toy Story 4, and Ebony was sat there with me in the cinema, and she bawled as well, and she was like, it was beautiful, but it was sad. So
for me, it may have been underwhelming for people, but I don't think it was like a bad movie.
No,
it wasn't a bad movie. Like for me, my Toy Story order is literally how it is. Like Toy Story 1 is my favorite, then 2, then 3, then 4. Obviously, people's are going to be different to mine, but I really loved. I liked Toy Story 4 a lot. It did make me just cry, but I'm not sure it was like. You're right. I don't think it was like as good as the previous 3, but it still didn't make it a bad movie.
I just think we got very little. We got very little Rex. We got very little Ham. We got very little Jesse.
Very little Buzz.
Not much Buzz either.
We got very little Buzz. We didn't get a lot of the main characters. They added all these new characters that were not necessary.
Only one character was necessary, and that was Forky. and they did a sensational job with Forky.
I'm
The
trying.
rest of them, just like Ducky and Bunny, like I thought I would hate, I absolutely hated Ducky and Bunny. It was
Wasn't
useless.
much
It
to
was
hate. It
pointless.
really wasn't into much. But
That's a harsh word, Steve.
I hate Ducky and Bunny.
it's
I
so
thought
funny.
they're
I
terrible.
remember everything Steve's saying. I remember his reactions. It's coming back to me.
We had this pre talk, and after the show, it was exactly what everything I thought was going to happen, the way I was going to feel and everything, 100% spot on. I hated it. I thought it was a terrible injustice to Toy Story 3.
I mean, you guys know that I'm a crier, and to hear Dan say that he cried, I had like no investment in that movie.
Yeah.
And
Not
I
at all.
loved the Toy Story series, and I just felt very indifferent about it. I was like, what did I just watch? Like,
To be fair though, I cry at everything.
I couldn't see Woody doing that. I just couldn't.
No, he
I
wouldn't have.
couldn't
He would have found a way to get them together with the other ones.
Yes,
That's how it would. If they would have done that, I would have been okay with it. But it was, I don't know. It was
it
just
makes
bad.
me not like Bo Peep. Like,
Yeah,
just
me too.
why'd you take Woody away?
To be fair, like I cry and everything, so you can't take like my word for it.
So do I.
Like I cried in like Dark Knight, like just I cried pretty much at everything.
You
But-
cry at the end of our streams. You know.
Yeah, I know.
Great job, guys.
That was
Hey, trust me, the last episode of Phineas and Ferb made me bawl out cry. Like I was on the floor crying.
Did Perry die?
No.
Oh,
Phineas
shoot.
finally got together with. He actually realized that Isabella was crushing on him for like 10 years, and then they actually got together at the end.
Did Dr. Doofenshmirtz go good?
I think so. Did he? I
think
can't remember.
that's why I'm
But
asking.
his daughter
Yeah,
and Ferb got together.
Hey, Meg, you know what I call Bo Peep? Bioko Ono Peep.
Oh gosh.
Oh man.
So let's talk about what was the movie that disappointed you the most this year?
Toy Story 4.
Dumbo.
Okay. So apart from Toy Story 4,
Dumbo.
let's go with Dumbo. For me personally, I didn't mind Dumbo.
I liked Dumbo.
I enjoyed Dumbo. Yeah,
I didn't
enjoyed
mind it.
Sorry.
I thought it was a
Look at
good modern interpretation of the original. Because to be fair, you can't do what they did back in 1930 something, where Dumbo gets drunk and sees elephants. It's just not gonna happen. Like
I didn't have a problem with that either, though. My problem is, look, it's either you like Tim Burton or you don't like Tim Burton.
Oh, I love Tim Burton.
And I know Meg loves Tim Burton, so she loved the movie.
do.
I have not liked anything Tim Burton has done yet, so that
Wow.
I just didn't like it.
He's very dark.
It's very dark. And if they would have done some semblance of Dumbo, the real story that we know, and put it into the same kind of animation and everything without it being a dark story and a dark theatrics, I thought it would have been great. I think, again, you're appealing to one audience or another in this aspect. There is no gray with Tim Burton. You're either a Tim Burton fan or you're not.
Yeah.
And they could have done something else and appealed to both sides, in my opinion.
Steve, you didn't like Batman?
Batman, which one?
1989. That's Tim Burton.
No. The new
No one
Batmans
likes
are good.
those movies.
You didn't
Yeah.
like. You didn't like Sleepy
Edward
Hollow?
No.
Scissorhands.
I hated Edward Scissorhands. I don't like
Sweet
Johnny.
Dog.
Hold on.
Pee-wee's
This is
Big
gonna make-
Adventure.
This is gonna make people mad. I don't like Johnny Depp except for Captain Jack Sparrow. That's
Okay.
the only. I think.
All right. That's fine.
And I thought he was.
That's
I
all right.
thought he was decent in Finding Neverland. I don't like him in anything else. I think he's.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't like
He
him.
was
at all.
exceptional as Willy
The,
Wonka.
the
Terrible.
secret. I thought that
Terrible,
movie.
man.
That movie was awful.
Awful.
Be a long
I'm
street.
That
sorry,
and
I know.
what's that other? The Secret Window or whatever that one's called. And
Wilder,
Edward.
Willy Wonka out there.
It was. Yeah, it was terrible. I'm sorry. I got my own opinion.
The
It
thing
was
is, like,
terrible.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's the whole point.
No,
That's what
I
makes these
think
fun.
I agree in terms of like with Tim Burton, you either like his style or you don't, because he definitely has a very alternative style.
Yeah. Mhm.
I really enjoyed Dumbo because it was a bit different. And it
Yes,
was,
it
you
was.
know what I've realized with all these new live action sort of adaptations of the animated films, I tend to like more of the adaptation different kind of story than the one that is literally copying line for line, which you could probably tell with, you could probably get which one I hated the most this year. I'm gonna throw it right out there. I'm sorry for people in the chats. firstly, David is here from Brandy and Dave.
What's up, David?
David.
What's
Hello.
up, pal? He's actually Blair Witching right now.
Dave, we were actually just talking about you because we mentioned Bo Peep. So
Why is my name a combination of Adam and Matthew in Dave's message? Hi Dave.
Adam Matthew.
Adam Matthew. I didn't realize that.
it's your new name.
Yeah, apparently.
Adam Matthew. I really did not like Lion King.
I knew.
Oh, Dan, get out.
Here's the thing. I love the original so much that this really didn't do anything to like make me want to watch this movie. There's no heart. You can't see any expression on the lions' faces
Because they're supposed to look real.
It's a real lion.
It's not a real lion, but
it's not a real lion.
Lions are not capable of expression.
I don't want to see like a happy and a sad lion have the same expression. And also, they completely ruined one of the best songs ever written.
Oh, don't even talk about "Can You Feel the Love Tonight"
in the daytime?
No.
Can you feel the love this afternoon under the full with the sun shining?
You're telling me that you love the movies that are as different as can be, but you're mad about the one movie that's
exactly
that changed what you hate about the movie.
I know people.
Yeah, they changed it in a bad way, and also they took out the "Be Prepared" song.
Wasn't
they did not.
They did not.
They
it was there.
modified it.
Yeah, for like they did like 30 seconds.
But do you really want? They literally did a shot-for-shot remake. They tried to do it as realistic as possible. The animation is incredible. The songs are the same. I think Beyonce did a great job. You guys,
I don't like
people that are Disney fans. Let me finish my rant. People that are Disney fans.
Meg rant.
Yes, hashtag Meg rant. People in the Disney community. If they don't change something, they're upset. If they do change something, they're upset. Either way, someone's upset.
That's why you don't do remakes.
Such a soft
That's
spot.
why you don't do remakes.
Wait, Meg rant. For The Lion King and coming back from Tanzania, those animals looked exactly. Yes, let Queen Meg talk. Thank you, Stevie Lee. They looked exactly like the animals I saw in Africa. So.
Cool.
Amen, Meg.
Like, okay.
The only reason why you don't do remakes because you're right, Meg. You're right.
No, you are.
Everybody. Either people are going to hate it because it's the exact same, or people are going to hate it because it's different. That's why I don't like remakes altogether. And I didn't.
Oh, I know.
I loved every remake. I've loved every remake except for Dumbo.
See, look, visually it looks incredible. Like, there's no question. Voice acting, fantastic, except for Scar, because I think his lines were really written for Jeremy Irons in a Jeremy Irons voice. It didn't quite work. I think it's a very, very good looking film. Don't get me wrong, but here's the thing. This is how I like measure it up. I have a massive shelf of Blu-rays, and if I had Lion King the animated film and Lion King the live action film on my shelf, what one am I going to pick up? It's the animated film.
That's because of nostalgia.
It's because it's a classic. It's incredible in every single way.
If it wasn't as good as it was, you wouldn't even have the remake.
I went to the theater and saw it four times in a row.
That's the other case too.
I saw
it wasn't as fantastic. You wouldn't even have the remake.
I saw the live action 4 times in theaters, and I thought it was incredible. I'm trying to get what you're saying here. Gorgeous animation, excellent casting of actors. You hate the Can of Love, Feel the Long Song, so you hate the movie. I mean, everything else is great, but
it's sort
You're
of
just
like
nitpicking at that.
No, it's not just the song. I feel like there's no like in like the animation, you can really understand like a character's feelings and what they're going through through their facial expression. Like, you know, when you see Simba see all the antelope rushing down the gorge and you see his mouth wide open, like, oh, I'm in trouble now. I've got to get out of here. And then you see him in the live action, you're just like, there's like nothing.
Yeah, but
I just feel the emotion wasn't there.
Jaw drop.
Yeah,
I mean,
the emotion
I'm
wasn't
really
there.
Curious to see if Mike, if you're in the stream, if you have seen both done both the original and the new movie, because I think it's all about voice acting then and how well they capture that emotion. I think you really can't compare an animation like like hand-drawn animation to CGI that's supposed to be super realistic. Real animals don't do.
No, I'm not going to argue with
No,
you that
no.
it was realistic and it looked
Yeah.
great. It looked amazing. I love Favreau. I love the way he does stuff and everything.
Mhm.
I've seen the original movie. I've seen the Broadway play. I've seen the live stuff in Disney World. That moves me. I love it. Everything.
Yeah.
And look, I didn't hate the movie. I just didn't really think it was that great. I just thought it was like Dan said. There's just no emotion there. I'm just like, okay.
So yeah, I'm with
All
Meg on
right.
this one. I loved it personally.
I thought it was fantastic.
The beginning, like the opening scene where they have the sun rising.
Opening
I
scene.
was already
Animals?
crying.
So when they put the animals, I actually went and watched the cartoon right before I went to the theater to watch it for the first time. And I remember that opening scene with the prairie dogs sticking up, in the exact number of prairie dogs and the rhino and everything.
The
sitting up.
trivia.
Where it was exactly it was exactly the same online. I was like, oh my god, they completely just carbon copied this, and I thought it was phenomenal.
Me too.
Yes.
But, yeah, you know, I mean, look, there are movies where I think people are going to love, where other people aren't going to love, and the opposite way around. And like everyone, like for me, I personally preferred Aladdin over the Lion King, just personally.
Damn.
But
Aladdin was great as well. Aladdin was great.
But
hey,
see, why is everybody getting upset with the same thing? Dan loved it. You guys don't.
It is his opinion, and I love Aladdin too.
everyone doubted Will Smith, but I think he was the best part of the movie.
No, I doubted the
I
look.
think my least favorite one might be a dubious one.
Which
I
is,
don't know. People might agree. I don't. Maleficent 2.
I liked it.
Yeah, still.
it was okay. Yeah,
It was okay.
I
But that's the
liked
thing,
it better than the first
everything
one.
else. Really? See, I thought the first one was
See it now.
far
The
Yeah.
first
Right,
one
Yeah.
was okay for me, but I thought the second one was much better.
See, I
I-
loved the first one. I thought the second one was average. Like, yeah, I was just and don't get me wrong, I didn't dislike it. It was just, of all of the Disney films I've seen this year, of your Toy Story 4s and your Aladdins and your Lion Kings and your Dumbos and your Avengers Endgames and your Star Warses and
Your
and
Star
all the-
Wars.
yeah,
Star
Star Wars is and everything else. Like the one that was the weakest for me was Maleficent 2. I enjoyed it, but I was like, it wasn't anywhere near as good as the first one. So
Paging Mr. Morrow is there. Welcome in, Nate. So good to have you here. I would like Nate to be the adjudicator here. I want him to tell me, Nate, I want you to tell me what your favorite Disney movie of the year was and whether you liked or disliked the Lion King remake. I think overall, in general, this was Disney's best year in film. I think there were 8 films that reached over $1 billion,
Sure.
which is fantastic. Well, some of it goes to Sony thanks to Spidey Far From Home, which I think was great as well. Probably not the best MCU film, but I really did enjoy it. I think it was really good. But overall, I think Disney did very, very well. Is there any other films that I think Maleficent 2 was... it was fine. Frozen.
yeah,
Okay,
exactly,
Frozen.
yeah.
Frozen 2.
Frozen 2.
I liked
I
Frozen too.
Enjoyed it.
Me too.
Enjoyed it.
I see your
wasn't as good as
face.
the original, but it was good.
I
Steve
thought it
was
was.
like getting ready for an argument. He's like,
I thought Frozen 2 was better than the first one.
Oh, me too.
Wait, hold on.
I thought
Nate says Avengers Endgame was number 1,
Thank
and
you.
he did like The Lion King. That's
See?
fair enough. That's fair
Thank you, Nate.
Thank you, adjudicator.
enough. Disney fan says, I don't mind the animated remakes that Disney is making, but I'd like to see more original animated films, which I think
agree.
next year
100%
we
agree.
will be getting a few.
Let's start using our heads again.
Right, Steve, sorry, we interrupted what you were saying. Sorry.
No, I think Frozen 2 is better than the first one. Everything from, I think the story is more encompassing. I think I think the characters develop more. I thought the way they tied things together from the first one, the songs, nothing's going to be Let It Go. Nothing is ever going to beat Let It Go. But I thought they had 3 or 4 songs that were better than anything else in Frozen 1.
Yeah.
I thought it was a great film, and especially the story. The story blew me away, and just how they did it, and they let people shine. Like Jonathan Groff got his chance to sing as Kristoff, and it was just a fantastic film. I remember going and seeing Frozen for the first time and being awestruck because I didn't know what it was going to be. I had anticipations for this movie, and I was still awestruck by how good it was. And I think a lot of that had to do with the music and the storyline.
See, I agree with Nate. He says Frozen 2 did not have better music. I think the music was good, but the thing is, what makes a great Disney animated film is that you can pick up the music like that. Like everybody knows what Hakuna Matata is, or Part of Your World is, or Let It Go. That's why Let It Go was such a big phenomenon, because everybody knew the words. Whereas Frozen 2, although the music was good, I could not just sing you like a Frozen 2 song right now.
But it's only been out. I can because
we agree, and this is exactly what we said about Mary Poppins as well. You know, when they did the new Mary Poppins, we said exactly the same thing. The original Mary Poppins has got songs that we know and we love and we could sing over and over again, and the new one had some good songs in it, but and I'll say the same about Frozen 2. It had some good songs in it, but can I re-sing any of them right now?
Yeah,
it's only been out for a month.
I really like Into the Unknown.
Into the Unknown.
Unknown, yeah.
Lost in the Woods, Show Yourself. They're all fantastic.
Oh, Lost in the Woods is so good.
Can you sing them for me?
Yes, I can actually, because I was. And you can ask Shep if you don't believe me, because
here we go live on the.
I'm not going to it.
December.
But Meg, after we left breakfast with Meg last weekend, that's all we did was listen to the Frozen 2 soundtrack all the way home. The kids were singing it. Me and Shep were singing it at the top of our lungs. I do have footage of it, which I'm not going to play because it's embarrassing. But yes,
those will be seen.
The point that you guys just made, I will agree with that as a caveat. I mean, we discussed this. I think we discussed this on the Oscars pub talk, didn't we? When we were discussing Mary Poppins, we said that the reason it wasn't so memorable was because it was so new. Yeah. And you know, we've grown up with the original Mary Poppins, over however many years it had been out, and so we'd seen it time and again, and the songs become embedded into, especially if you grow up with that movie, having just seen the new one when it came out earlier this year, it's so new and I've seen it once. Of course, I'm not going to remember any of those songs. Same with Frozen 2. Of course, I'm not going to remember any of those songs. Whereas with Frozen 1, when Ebony watched it time and again every weekend, of course, all the songs became embedded, So I grant you that I'm sure if I watch Frozen 2 as many times as I saw the original Frozen, maybe the songs will become as memorable.
I think they'll add those.
They will, because it's just repetition.
Yeah, I also really liked how they chose Brendan Urie. I'm a huge Panic at the Disco fan. So Brendan Urie, I think Brendan Urie has like the voice of an angel. So to hear him hit those like high falsetto notes, so good at that, and to hear that at the end credits, I was like, yes, Brendan.
We need to start trending Donna's post. She said, embarrassing Frozen 2 footage, #.
Oh yeah. Well, Steve's already done a lot of. He was Olaf. So.
Can I just say, not because Steve is here, but Frozen 2 made me fall in love with Olaf even more than I did.
Samantha.
Samantha is brilliant. Samantha.
and to be honest with you, I think if something else I forgot about too, Frozen 2 was way more emotional than Frozen 1 was, in my opinion. Yes. At most of the parts. Now there's some really emotional scenes in Frozen 1 or in the first originally Frozen, but man, Frozen 2 was mind blowing for me. Because I had such high expectations for it and they were exceeded. I think it was just better.
Yeah.
And Rob, what are your thoughts?
I turned it off, Steve. You know I did. I haven't seen the movie yet. We're supposed to get it.
I haven't seen it either. That's why I'm saying.
Oh, I don't think I gave anything away, did I?
No.
I don't care. I don't know. I turned my mic down.
We've not given anything away yet.
No, we just talked about song titles.
Yeah. And I think in terms of characters, I think it's the characters that we know, and I think they've really broadened those characters even more.
Yeah.
Can I just say also, there is one character in this movie that is so cute that I just want to own it. Like, it's just that's cuter than Baby Yoda. I'm sorry.
Don't say anything. Rob hasn't seen it. Don't say anything.
I'm not.
Hear you guys.
Nothing is cuter than Baby Yoda, though.
Yeah, nothing's cuter.
Is Dave still in here? Baby Yoda.
I would say Paul.
Would you like some soup, sir?
Hey, we haven't got the Mandalorian yet.
Yeah, I'm going to spoil that
31st
one
of
for
March.
So Rob hasn't seen it. So Rob needs to mute it when I say that my favorite bit of Frozen 2 was the bit where they.
He's not even talking.
Adam, I really love that part too.
Yeah, excellent.
And I will say this: I haven't seen the last episode of The Mandalorian, so please don't.
How are we supposed to wait until fall of 2020?
I'm just talking about one day. It was on yesterday.
So good.
Hey, March 31st. After March 31st, then you can spoil it for us.
Wait, you haven't seen it at all?
They don't have
We
it.
don't have
They
it.
don't
It's March
have it.
31st.
Yeah,
I forgot
it's
about
so
that.
good.
So it's not going to get spoiled.
Only 8
This.
episodes.
Literally only Holland has got it in Europe. So
You
far.
know what I feel like the UK and this Disney Plus thing. It's like, you know, when you have like these trends at school where everyone's got the cool like gadget or the cool toy, and then as soon as like you get it, that toy is uncool anymore, and then
Now we gotta worry
like,
about another Disney
we're just
Plus.
watching The Mandalorian. Yeah, we're so over that. We're now
No, yeah,
watching
season 2.
like what's his name? The guy who plays the Grand Master in Ragnarok.
Oh.
What's his name? Jeff
Goldblum.
Goldblum.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Dougie says, I mean, I've seen it legally.
So Dan, you guys are like
Legally.
Disneyland. You guys are like Disneyland, and we're like Disney World. You had a streaming service first, like Galaxy's Edge,
That's
but
true.
then we get the better one set first when it comes time to it.
Yes.
As in Rise of the Resistance.
Mike
That's
says
how it
he
works with
hasn't
Disney
seen
Plus.
Road
Nice
Versus
analogies,
out
Steve.
now.
Anybody in here rode Rise of the Resistance yet, other than me?
No. And I will be in
I'll be down there in a
11
week,
days.
so
11 days.
We will definitely be talking about Galaxy's Edge a
Can't
little bit. Let's just finish up with
I'll be
movies.
there March 14th. So
Nice.
not at that park, but yeah, there. In
I
Florida.
think we're
Baby
going in
Yoda,
February now.
baby,
So
baby Yoda.
hopefully we'll go.
Right. Any more comments of movies of 2019?
I feel like I could just talk about all the movies. Can this just be a movie stream?
Yeah.
I will say
No
one quick one.
spoilers. No spoilers. But I loved the way they rounded off Star Wars. That's all I'm going to say.
No.
Oh,
So real quick.
No, I did. I loved the way they rounded it off.
No.
So,
I think everyone's
There's-
gonna have to wait.
there's
This
more
is gonna be
coming.
a plug. Our Star Wars Sunday Rise of Skywalker review stream with myself and Walt.
Can I be there?
Meg, you could. You know what? Everyone's invited.
Can I just
can I just say,
Adam
Meg, you
Driver-
disagree?
Adam Driver is the reason that I like this trilogy so much.
Mhm.
He is fantastic as
agree.
Kylo
He's so
Ren.
good.
Yeah.
He's so good.
One
Disney
thing-
Disney Fanatic asks most underrated movie of 2019.
Cats, definitely.
No,
Great movie.
go away.
I'm going to see it tomorrow.
Just kidding.
I think
Or on a movie pass, you're not paying for it, are you?
I'm on a movie pass.
most
Okay.
Dude, look, I like
underrated-
musicals and it's star-studded. I would go
Oh.
watch it anyways.
I know what it is.
Are we talking Disney specifically
No.
or any
But
movie?
he didn't say most underrated movie of 2019, hands down, is Fighting with My Family with Dwayne Johnson and Vin
I heard
Diesel.
that's really
Oh.
good.
This
I hate-
movie
Hate Dwayne
is
Johnson.
so good. I'm not. You don't even have to be a fan of Dwayne Johnson or professional wrestling or anything. This movie is so good. You have to see it. It's amazing.
I have to look up movies that came out in 2019.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm scrolling down too.
There is two movies that came out this year that I thought were okay. Well, they all came out on Disney Plus. One is Noelle, which I thought was a fantastic holiday movie, which you haven't seen, Dan. The other one was the live action Lady and the
Thanks.
Tramp.
Right in.
I was a little disappointed in live action Lady and Tramp, but the best one, in my opinion, Patrick will attest to this. If you guys haven't seen it, it came out last week on December 20th. It's called Togo.
It's good,
I
Steve.
haven't-
It's
Oh,
real
it's the
good.
one with the
I've only
dog.
seen 3/4 of it. It's based on a true story from like 1918
good.
or something like that, with sled dogs and trying to get cures to cure diseases and stuff. The movie, Willem Dafoe's in it. It's really, really good. And Dan, you'll cry.
I have to be really honest that sometimes Willem Dafoe scares me.
Yeah,
He
he's
does-
got his
me
move
too,
From,
but
He's great. I love
from
Willem.
Spider-Man.
he's
so
fantastic
scary.
in this movie. He is fantastic in this movie. It's a great movie. It's a great feel-good heart.
I'm not
Wrenching
sure
movie.
I have a most underrated movie. I've got a most overrated movie, which I thought
What?
was
Lion
Ad
King?
Astra. No, Ad Astra.
I haven't seen that.
Oh,
like
Ad
that.
Astra.
That's
Oh,
horrible.
that was
Ad-
awful.
I like
Ad
that.
Astra. I mean, I sat there. It had so much promise on it. I went to the cinema. I sat there, and when it finished, it was one of those where you just go,
Well, Dean
There's 2
from the
hours
Dreamers
I'm never getting
Empire. Dean from the Dreamers Empire agrees with you. And hello, Dean. This
Hey, Dean.
obviously this show couldn't have been done without the liveplace.com. So big shout out to Dean. He says the worst movie of 2019
Yeah.
was Ad Astra.
See, I liked it.
and hopefully Adam didn't make it. No, I
Dan
didn't.
hated
I
it.
had
I mean,
zero to do with that.
Dean hated that movie. Based on
Oh,
Dean's review, I
my
will not even bother.
God, it was just one of those where you know when you watch something and you go, "Well, that's 2 hours I'm never getting back in my life." That's basically what it was. I was like, "Wow, that's yeah." I was so disappointed.
I'm gonna shock people. My favorite movie of the year overall was Joker.
I still haven't seen that.
Oh.
Yeah, but there's underrated and then there's favorite. Like
Yes.
I have an underrated, but it's not my favorite.
No, but my favorite movie of the year. No spoilers, no nothing. Is Joker. It is just phenomenal. It's phenomenal.
Dan, I went not wanting to watch that. I went about 3 or 4 weeks ago to watch it with my niece. I took her. She's when we wanted to see it. Had no interest in it. I'm the guy that said nothing will ever touch Heath Ledger.
Yeah,
I was blown away, and I honestly think Joaquin Phoenix was better. I really do.
Oh, yes, we had this conversation, Steve.
We did. And that score, Adam talks about scores. That score, it was the most powerful movie I saw all year.
If he doesn't get nominated for an Oscar, I don't know what will.
Yeah,
like still trying to look up 2019 movies.
He was just. It was phenomenal. Like every scene, he was in every single scene in that movie.
Yep.
And the way he goes from a man who is going through a lot to where he ended up, is phenomenal. Like his acting is amazing. The directing, sound editing, music, everything about it is my favorite movie of the year. So.
There's one movie Dan forgot that I know he.
If you say Cats, I'm throwing you off.
I'm going to bring it up. Not Cat. I didn't say Cat. What about Captain Marvel, Dan? He did not like that movie. I remember.
You know, I actually
it was okay.
Captain Marvel. I enjoyed Captain Marvel.
You know what Captain Marvel is like? A less cool Superman.
No,
now,
Superman
don't get me wrong. Superman is
favorite.
awesome. Superman is awesome, but the thing is about Superman is like he pretty much has no weakness apart from kryptonite.
Yeah, but she doesn't have any weakness. It makes her boring.
Exactly. She has no weakness,
She's
so
boring.
like there's no sense of
Superman
state.
got kryptonite. What if she had something that would make her vulnerable? Then it makes her more viable because then she's got a realistic chance of losing.
Yeah.
She can't lose. Where's the fun in that? That's the whole point.
She might as well turn up and then the enemies just go home.
There's no point to her at that point. I mean, she can't lose. I mean, it's awesome. I wish I had those powers.
Well, and she signed on for 7 movies, and I think that we will find her weakness.
Let's hope so.
But it's just not there right now.
I agree with you. 7 movies?
Up to the character if she's got a weakness. Well, everybody has a weakness.
I just want Thor to decapitate her.
Wait. Rewind, Steve. They're going to make 7 movies.
No. She signed on for 7 movies, which include like Avengers Endgame.
Yeah, she can be in for 5 minutes, and it's considered a movie.
Okay.
Yeah. She's just in 7 different movies. She signed on for 3 full-length ones herself. I think it was.
Okay.
Well, yeah, no. Captain Marvel for me was very, very overrated. I think, but hey ho. I mean, that's just what it is. Right, we've done an hour on movies. Let's talk about our favorite parts. The parks.
Are we talking about TV shows at all too? Before you move on to subjects?
Well, we can't talk about The Mandalorian.
Mandalorian is incredible. I got to give props though to the Imagineering story too.
Oh yeah,
unbelievable! It was just incredible. Not to put salt in the wounds, Dan and Adam, but that show is just incredible. I know you're
I've muted you because I don't want any spoilers. So.
I just want to give props to that show. I haven't seen the last 2. Because I just don't want it to end.
Well, I quit watching the. I think after 5, they do a whole piece on Rise of Resistance.
Yeah.
And so I quit watching them there because I don't want to find out.
Yeah.
Did they? I don't think they did.
Everybody told me to stay away from it because they started talking about Rise of Resistance.
You know, it's like
I haven't seen it since then.
Did they, Rob? I don't remember that.
I haven't seen it, so I haven't seen the last 2 because I'm holding on to them.
It's amazing.
There's one thing I hate. It's spoilers, like everybody else. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming everybody here has seen Game of Thrones, right?
Yeah. No, don't ruin it.
No, it's fine. Wait, Meg, what season are you on?
Look,
I'm on the beginning of season 2.
Okay, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Okay, so I've literally just started Game of Thrones. Okay, I know everybody. I'm like 5 years too late. Okay, who cares?
I'm also
right. So I bought the Blu-ray. Okay, I bought the Blu-ray. And I'm on season 1, episode 1. I'm at home watching it, and Meg, I hope you know what happens to Ned, right?
Who's Ned? I don't remember.
Just leave it at that, Dan.
Ned Stark at the end of the first season of the Dead.
Is that Sean Bean?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I know what happens to him.
Right. So I'm on episode 1.
Him in every story.
I'm on season 1, episode 1. I'm getting into this movie, this TV show, and like I'm loving Ned Stark's character. And then my mother comes in while watching Game of Thrones. It's like, oh, are you having a really good time watching Game of Thrones? Have you got up to the part where Ned Stark dies? And I'm just like, I'm on episode 1. Why would you spoil that?
Funny.
So now, I'm now on episode 6, I'm waiting for him to, I don't know, get stabbed by someone.
You don't have to wait long, Dan.
So I started watching that show with my dad as a I had gotten it for him. So I had.
Yeah, it's not a really father-daughter show.
Yes,
but
I found that out real quick.
Poor Meg.
I was like,
Episode 1.
I'm not gonna watch this with you.
No, that's probably not the best thing.
I would never watch it with Ebony when she was older.
No, absolutely not. I
got to the end of the first episode. I'm just like, are they related? Like, that's just weird. Okay, right, moving on. Parks. We'll get onto our Disney trip later in the stream. Rob will talk about your trip recently, and Adam will talk about your trip coming up. Let's just talk about the parks in general. Let's just talk about the big, Batu elephant in the room here. Galaxy's Edge opened. This little thing called Galaxy's Edge opened. Let's talk to the people who were there opening hour of opening day of this craziness. Stephen Walt. Actually, let's talk about the day before. While I was in Animal Kingdom, riding Flight of Passage, and
we're waiting for a soft opening.
So what was going through your minds? I'm curious.
I didn't care. I wasn't.
Look, I had inside information. We thought we had people. I mean,
Wait,
everybody.
Was it Ryan's cast member?
It was not Ryan's cast member friend. No.
Yeah.
So
can we just say to people in the chat, everybody was at the soft
Not
opening.
Everybody.
So
Not
you had.
Except for
I mean,
me.
you had Corey
Unless you
was
heard
there.
from Bob Iger.
Yeah, you had Corey there. We saw Justin Scard was there, and Mickey Views, Braden was there. I mean, everybody was there. We were told this was going to happen.
Nate, apparently.
And I think I could be wrong. I think we actually were the reason why they didn't open it, maybe because we were so insistent. Not me, and I'm talking about the whole group of people, because we were so insistent that we were getting in that there was a cast member there that was really not happy with us. And he was telling everybody, you are not getting in. I will make sure you do not get in. I mean, flat out told us. And we kept saying, yeah, right, whatever. And we waited there for 8 hours trying to get in this place. And it was crazy.
The day before, Steve?
The day before. There was a media event inside. They were coming out and going, hey, they're going to let you guys in. And I mean, even they knew about it. And then somewhere along the line, they decided, no, we're not letting them in.
How many people were out there?
There was lots.
200.
That's a lot.
There was a lot. A lot of people were live. I remember a lot of people were live streaming.
I mean, ODA was. I mean, we were all there. I mean, it may have been more than 200 too.
Except us, Dan. We weren't there.
No, I had loads of messages from everybody, just like, "Hey,
No,
we
were
think this
out
is a soft
riding
opening. Like,
baskets,
do you want to come?"
I was still home at that time.
But I will say this: that's honestly that made me sick, and I was not able to go to bread service. That I do regret that part. But it was an experience, and getting to play with the cast members and getting to talk to the people that I've never met before, and seeing all these incredible people. It was an experience that I would not have given up to if I knew now what I know. I would still go do it again, even if I wasn't going to get in, just because of the experience that we had.
Yeah.
But with me, it's like I go to Disney quite often. I'm not there to ride every single ride every single time I go because I'm fortunate enough to be able to go. I got an annual pass.
Right.
Well,
so for me, I can take that day off.
Well, Nate said I did cast previews and felt good enough that I didn't need to go to opening day. I feel like the day before opening day, it was just very much. It was either going to happen or not. There was going to be a soft opening or not. And I think with the media event that happened, with everybody, let's be honest, the media event, there wasn't going to be a lot of people. You were going to have the Tim Trackers, the Justin Scards, whoever. But it wasn't going to be hundreds and hundreds of people. But I feel like they needed to prepare the land for the next day because you had no idea what was going to happen. And I don't think really Disney expected sort of opening day crowds for Galaxy's Edge because I feel like this was one of the few times where people really overestimated the amount of crowd that was going to come into the land. Granted, it was busy.
It got shut down. It shut for like a half hour. That it reached capacity.
It reached capacity.
But for a brand new land, a highly anticipated land, by the middle of the day, they were letting anybody into the land. I thought that land was going to be down for the rest of the day.
I think that's because it was so hyped up that it got the people. But when people couldn't get in, everybody just went somewhere else.
But you remember? I don't know if you guys watched Josh and Jenna's stream of Rise of the Resistance opening, where it was literally like swamped.
Yeah,
I expected it to be like that opening day, and it
was like that when we went a week later. We were in line at 4:30 in the morning at Hollywood Studios to ride Rise of the Resistance, and we were like all the way back to where the checkpoint was for the bags.
So that could also be another thing, is that people might have been waiting when both rides were open.
And it's true. And but let's not lose sight of the fact though that the park reached capacity and it's never happened before. No. It reached capacity and then people left because they couldn't.
The land reached capacity, not the park.
Yes, the cast members told us both reached capacity.
Was it the same cast members that said you were going to get in for the preview?
No, it was not.
Quick tip for Rise of the Resistance. What time do I need to get there?
6:30 today.
I heard 5:30. So somewhere between 4.
I'll put it to you this way: having done it, when you first off, your entire party has to be in the park.
Just be me and my mom.
Okay, but you both have to be together. And once you're in, at that point, before they were allowing us to get the boarding passes before the park actually opened. Supposedly, they're not doing that now. If the park opens at 7, that's when you can start getting the boarding pass. I would get in line 6 because it's going to be long.
So here's the problem with that. I'm going to be up really early some other days, like 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not probably going to get up at 4 a.m.
What do you think then? Well, let me put it to you this way. They've been out. Over. The boarding passes are gone by 8, 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
That's fine.
When they open at 8, they're gone by 8.
They're gone by 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So if you get there at 9, they're probably gone.
But I could get there earlier than 9. I'm just saying, like, 4 a.m. is a little early for me. I was thinking, because I'm doing all 4 races for marathon weekend, so I was thinking maybe after the 5K, I could just like quickly pop over to Hollywood Studios, get in line.
You might be there early enough. So people are sending me things on Twitter and Instagram too. Like I actually got one today. It said the park opened at 8. They were in line at 5:30. They got a pass, but by 8:30 the passes were gone in a half hour, and it started at 8. When we go, it's 7 o'clock. They just changed all the hours.
But it's also the busiest time of the year, so the parks are at.
That's true.
When you guys go, it'll be less crowded. So I don't think they'll sell out that fast.
We go in 11 days though.
So I don't think,
but that's still well past the holidays.
Yeah, you're clear.
I do think though that marathon weekend will be busy.
That's true.
So I think that I'm going sometime ahead. So I will be there in a week. I'll be there in 6 days now. So I am hoping to do it once before so after everyone's left from New Year's to when people come for marathon weekend, I will be in between those two.
I think it'll be okay. Let me say this. I'll say this about Rise of the Resistance, not a spoiler. Steve?
What?
10 times better than Flight of Passage.
That's a bold
10 times better than Flight of Passage.
It's a bold statement. I've heard some people say it looked underwhelming.
No.
I'm trying. Look, I'm trying to watch nothing.
No. I'm just saying what I thought of it. It's the best ride ever made, period.
It's not going to beat my Barnstormer.
Yes, it is. The Q beats
You're right, yeah, that ride is great.
Barnstormer is one of a kind.
I always have back problems when I go off that ride.
When I barely fit into the seat.
It's like
I need
on
to pick
rock.
up too. So here's the thing. Like, I feel like opening day was a crazy day for Galaxy's Edge. I think it was definitely maybe bittersweet, maybe a bit crazy. My day was mad. I started off weirdly at Typhoon Lagoon for half the day. Then I went to Animal Kingdom, and then I went to Boma with Corey, and then he took me to Hollywood Studios, and I had about 2 hours, and I got into Galaxy's Edge, did Smuggler's Run twice, did pretty much everything.
Nice.
On opening day. which was really great, and I got to do so much stuff, which was really good. So I can say I went opening day without, being up at 2 in the morning.
And that's a big part of it too, is because the park was at capacity that early in the morning. People like me who didn't sleep, we all went home.
Yeah.
We all went home and slept and left the park open for you guys to have. Whatever
You did me a
to.
favor, so
yeah.
The thing is, I was always kind of scared that when that it would like reach capacity and they would shut the park.
Mm-hmm.
But I think because I don't know, we waited. I think it all went pretty well. So I loved it. I think it was amazing. I think just the whole land is phenomenal. I think it really fits in with sort of the Star Wars story that we're going through right now. I think I even really like Smuggler's Run. I think a lot of people are just like, it's like a Mission Space Star Tours hybrid. I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. I think it, like, for me as a kid who loves Star Wars, it was always my dream to fly the Millennium Falcon. And just like, I'm not even kidding you. I've got this vlog coming up soon. I cried. Oh God, here we go again. I cried walking into Galaxy's Edge. I cried when I saw the X-Wing. I cried when I saw the Falcon. I cried seeing the little chessboard in the Millennium Falcon lobby. Like everything. Yeah, it's incredible.
But it is. Look, it's a simulator ride. It's the same thing as Star Tours. It's a simulator ride. It's a better version. It's an updated version. There's a little bit more hands-on where you get to control a little bit, but ultimately it's still a simulator ride.
It's still, and again, I feel like it is the Na'vi River journey of Galaxy's Edge.
Oh yeah.
But I still really enjoyed the ride. I still cried, of course I did. But
the Na'vi River journey of
That's awesome.
Galaxy's Edge.
I know what you're saying.
It's funny.
It will be now.
I haven't even ridden Rise of the Resistance. I haven't even seen it, and you could already tell it's like going to be the Flight of Passage.
Melissa, who's not a big Star Wars fan, was absolutely flabbergasted by Rise of the Resistance. She said, "I can't believe what I just wrote."
I have to say the same thing about my mom. My mom was in that generation of people growing up watching Star Wars, like the original trilogy. And my mom had never seen Star Wars. And then we went to Galaxy's Edge. We still haven't been on Rise of the Resistance, obviously, but we have been on Smuggler's Run. And she went on that ride and she just loved Batuu. And she's like, wow, maybe I should watch this. Yeah. And I sat her down and we watched A New Hope. And then she will not watch any other ones.
She didn't like it.
But you know what? You can say the same thing about Pandora. Like the movie Avatar, I was not a fan of the movie Avatar.
Oh, I love
the ride. The ride is fantastic.
Dude, you're killing me, Walt. You're killing me.
I saw Avatar way back, and then right before Frankie and I went, the last time we went, we sat there and watched Avatar, and I think it really definitely enhances. If you see the movie right before you go, it definitely enhances.
Oh my God, the ride is unbelievable.
I think it's definitely goes back towards what James Cameron was thinking about, and that the Avatar film wasn't so much a storytelling film. It was more of, look how amazing the visuals we can make.
It was transporting the audience.
It's like the flies that go into the light. Look at the pretty light.
Yeah,
it was transporting the audience.
It completely it completely rejuvenated the 3D movie going experience for an extra 2 years.
Oh, the visuals in that movie are amazing.
It's incredible. Yeah.
But the thing is, I haven't seen Avatar since I saw it in the theater.
Oh, wow. You need to watch it.
I love it, but I just haven't, I can't even tell you one character's name from it.
What?
I couldn't. I genuinely couldn't.
Me either.
Well, most of them sound foreign because they're a different race. Yeah.
No, but the humans aren't foreign.
Yeah, what's the main guy's name?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
Sam Worthington.
No, what's his character's name?
It's Sam something, right?
Sam Worthington is his name.
No, but what's his name in the movie?
Yeah, what's
his character's name?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sam Worthington.
No,
it's
Chet.
Hang on a minute.
Clark Griswold.
No.
Who?
Steven Seagal.
Hold on.
You're talking about actors' names. I know those guys. Give me a second. His name
Jake
Hank.
Sully. That's
Jake Sully. Yes.
Jake
Sully.
Sully.
Oh, because
Yeah,
it was
Jake
Jake
Sully, yeah.
Sully.
Hank in the Tank is my favorite character from Avatar:
Oh.
Says Nate.
He's pretty cool.
Who was that?
Jake Sully. Salty.
Jake Sully.
Jake Sully.
I like.
Jake Sully.
I just remember it being like one word. Jake Sully.
Well, when the Navi, when she pronounces it, she calls him Jake Sully.
Jake Sully.
That's a great movie, and that was again one of the really big movies for its time because we had never seen anything like it. And
Number
there's
one.
a scene in there that involves a tree and some. It's the destruction of land. It was just a very powerful and emotional
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe that's 10 years old already. That
It's
movie.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Well, I can't wait because
But it
I kind of
was
started
mind-blowing.
this tradition about going. I went to Massachusetts to watch Star Wars. We were talking about it. I think we need to start this tradition because for the next 7 years we go Avatar, Star Wars, Avatar, Star Wars, Avatar, Star Wars,
Yeah.
Avatar at Christmas time. So I'm gonna try to fly out for the next 7 years. Meg, get ready for 7 more breakfasts in the next year for 7 years.
Can we
So,
do different meals too?
Yeah, sure. So no, that's going to be kind of. I think
Dinner.
we're trying to make that a tradition where I head out there every Christmas to watch those.
Actually,
movies.
before, I mean, you're probably going to move out there within the next 7 years. So
Two.
Two.
So we'll see.
But I think in general, I think a lot of people were talking about that, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is a failure, it's a flop.
Yeah, I would say so.
I don't. I really,
not at all.
I never said it was. I think people, if you know me and we've had this discussion before, I said no. I think everyone was waiting for Rise of the Resistance, and because it has had such an amazing sort of review from everybody, I think
It's complete now.
it's completely. Yeah, the land is complete.
I hope not.
I hope not.
Well, it's more
I hope
complete.
not.
Good point, Walt. It's
I
more
want.
complete.
I still
I
want
don't
my.
think it is complete. It better not be complete.
Disney is never complete. It's
Yeah.
always changing.
They just need to take Hollywood
Exactly, Meg.
Studios.
Exactly.
They need to take Hollywood Studios and convert the entire thing to Star Wars.
I
Yeah.
still want my Admiral snack bar and my brew barkers. That's what I want.
I'm telling you, I'm with you, Dan.
If
There's-
Bob
there was-
Iger doesn't watch this, and
Admiral
listen,
snack
I mean,
I-
Bob Iger watches
that.
Diz and That though, so maybe
Yeah, Robert
and,
Robert Iger watches this and that.
I do
Robert
wanna say-
Iger.
I do want to say one thing about Galaxy's Edge that I was very, very surprised about was Oga's Cantina. And from someone, I do not drink alcohol very often. It's like maybe I have like 3 or 4 drinks in the year. But I've now gone to Oga's Cantina on 2 different occasions and I've gotten 2 different drinks and they were fantastic. I like the like fruity drinks though. So I mean the fuzzy tauntaun
Yes.
was magical. I had such a fun experience just doing that. And then I've gotten lucky both times to be seated in a booth. So I got to actually relax and listen to DJ Rex.
J-Rex. See, I remember in Galaxy's Edge when it was myself, Sarah, Donna, Nick, R. Johnson,
Wait,
Samantha.
I saw you that day.
Yeah, and we were just like talking on the little terrace by Ronto Roasters, and I look to the left and I see Meg and your mum, and I'm like,
Wait,
Meg!
that's Disney Dan.
I was just like, hi.
It's so weird when you just like you don't know that's what happened the first time I was with Dan. I didn't know that he was in Epcot, but then he went and streamed, and I was like, dude, he's literally in the building next to me. I have to go surprise him. And then that happened to me several times on this trip where I just like randomly ran into people.
Honestly, that was so funny because I was filming from inside Club Cool and it was pouring down with rain.
Yep.
And I just
What
see
poor
these
person?
2 people in these black rain jackets. And I'm just like, oh, bless these 2 people. They're running out in the rain. Oh, I wish they weren't out in the rain right now. And then this person comes in and flips the hood, and it's Meg. And I'm just like, oh my God, it's you. I'm like, hey, I didn't even.
No, I was literally right next door to you. Like, I gotta go to Club Cool now. Gotta go.
It's just hilarious. But I think Galaxy's Edge was fantastic. I can't wait to ride Rise of the Resistance. I think Walt is the only one who has ridden it.
Awesome. Rode it twice.
And then
Got up
by-
and rode 2
I think by
voting
next
in a row.
week, no, in the next couple of weeks, no, this man,
Yeah.
Yay.
and Meg would have ridden it. And then
Nothing
early
was
next
worse
year,
than
this
going
guy.
there. Dan, nothing was worse than going there 19 days before a ride opens. That was so sad. So I was like, you sure I can't go on? You sure there's no previews today?
You should have gone ask for a slow or a soft opening.
Yeah, I did. I tried.
Just stand outside the ride for 7 days.
Next time, I'm going to be like, I left my pickle taco in your ride vehicle. I'm going to have to go through the line again.
Yeah.
See, I was super excited when I heard that the opening date was in the beginning of December because I was like, sweet. I already know. I've known for a long time that I was going in January. Usually my trips are very like last minute, but this trip has been planned for a very long time. But at the same time, that's the only thing I have on my list to do besides, run, just to go on this ride. It's like, I need to go on.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
I was supposed to be there today, actually. This is crazy. We're supposed to go this week, but we
Rob, you're not there.
So we bailed this week, so I didn't want to take the crowd. So.
Anybody know when Ratatouille's supposed to open?
March or something. No?
March, yeah.
I thought that was Runaway Railway was March.
Anyone would know. Anyone would know is this guy.
Runaway's February.
What is Ratatouille open, Steve? That's what
I heard spring. I think Runaway's in February 20th or something like that.
I think it's somewhere around there.
Did they move it again? If they moved it again, I don't know about it.
I heard that it was in February, so
it was originally February 20th, but I don't know if they.
Runaway, I know it's open by the time.
March 4th.
They moved March
4th. Summer for Ratatouille.
Sorry. Mike Wheeler says, Dan, you should have left your $5 bottles water that you bought in the car, and you need to write it again.
Yep, I agree, Mike.
Oh, good.
Water.
Water. I was blown away by Galaxy's Edge too. It just, unfortunately, I feel that going. I went a couple weeks ago, and it just, I saw so much of it. It just kind of, unfortunately, I pretty much knew the entire land. A lot of spoilers, so I'm trying to hold off.
That's why I didn't watch it, Rob.
Yeah,
and also,
I'm trying not to watch it.
Adam hasn't been yet, so
yeah.
Right. Consensus on blue versus green milk. Steve, go.
Blue.
Is everyone here voting blue apart from Adam? He hasn't tried it yet.
I've only tried blue milk, so I don't know what green milk tastes like.
I'm a green milk guy.
Green milk tastes like grass. Blue milk tastes like blue raspberry.
No, green milk tastes like a citrusy.
It tastes like the Flintstone Pops.
It tastes like grass. There's a great
review. Do you know what grass tastes like?
I have eaten my fair share of grass.
Same.
We used to get in fights all the time.
See, Donna says the green tastes like mango, and you're absolutely right.
My brother says, what do vegans eat? They eat grass, so I should like it, right?
I think you'll quite like. It's like those health drinks that you like health smoothies.
Yeah, but
I feel like it's a lot like that.
Yes, the kale. It tastes like kale, is what it tastes like. Those kale smoothies.
I like the taste of kale, but at least I know I'm getting some sort of nutrients from that. I don't think I'm getting nutrients from this.
But they're all plant-based drinks, though.
They're all plant-based. That doesn't make it healthy, though.
Hey, if it's got a plant in it, I consider it healthy.
It's just like coconut-based.
It's like strawberry cheesecake. It's got strawberries in it. It must be healthy.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Exactly, Dan.
Exactly.
Amen. To
exactly.
Dan,
right. I want to bring in the man who hasn't been to Galaxy's Edge yet. What is probably apart from Rise of the Resistance, because that's probably the obvious. What are you most looking forward to, Adam?
Okay, if I'm not allowed to say Rise of the Resistance, I'm guessing it's the idea of, because obviously I've not experienced it yet, they say that when you step into the land, you feel completely removed from being in Disney, and it's a whole other experience. And I guess I just want to experience that and just see what it's like. And I'm going to make myself a BB-8 because I remember seeing I remember seeing BB Grape that Jenna made, and I was just like,
BB Grape.
Yeah, and I was just like, I just remember thinking, could they ever make one of those, with the ball and then the head that sits on top and it stays on top and it works? And obviously when she made it, I was like, oh, getting one of those. So I just want to experience the whole land, I guess. And
I think it is.
I've seen a few other YouTube videos lately of people that are not like people that we're connected to in the community, but just people that have shared their experiences of Galaxy's Edge. and yeah, it's great fun. So like from what I've seen, so yeah, I've seen Rob's.
We were just showing off our droids.
People showing droids. Yeah, I just
Never underestimate a droid.
Yeah,
Never.
never underestimate a droid.
Is that Walt? That's the one you made?
That's the one.
Oh, I love
That's
it.
Argyle.
Okay.
Does he have socks too?
No, he's an R2 unit.
Yeah, I love it.
Some
That's quite nice. I like the
socks.
black and the red. It's quite nice.
Yeah, but
That's very ominous.
they're the things I'm looking forward to the most.
Yeah.
So,
I think
experience the
what's-
land and droid making and just.
I really think they've done such an amazing job with it. I think like it doesn't feel like you're in Hollywood studios. Like you can't find anything Mickey or Disney related. It's all Star Wars, and it's not like I'm gonna go buy a Darth Vader cookie. It's like food. Going on to food. Like it's actual food that they would eat in Batu, or like it's stuff that they would buy. Like there's a pet store. There's so much stuff that's awesome.
It makes me laugh seeing what I've seen on YouTube so far. In that, I think everywhere else on any bit of Disney property, including Pandora, if there's any kind of reference to anything Disney related, the cast members will acknowledge it, but not the characters that are walking on Galaxy's Edge. They're just asking it. Is that somebody from your planet, or and they just completely play it down. Yeah, there's no acknowledgement of Disney, of Mickey,
But
anything else. And
I
it's
remember going
brilliant. You
opening
see little
day.
kids interacting with Ray or whatever, and there's no acknowledgement of it. It's
You're
brilliant.
right.
Well, they do take Earth money when it comes to lightsabers. Though.
They do. but you know what?
Very happily.
I love the fact that each character, each cast member has like their own sort of identity, and they really stick to the story. Like when we went opening day, I really wanted a park map, and I went up to one of the cast members behind the really awesome Coca-Cola like thing, because I love the Coca-Cola bottles, and I said, "Do you know where I can get a park map?" And she goes, "Yeah, you're gonna have to go off planet for that."
Thermal
And I'm just like,
Well,
I've
hold on, I got
got
that.
mine up here. Wait, hold on.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's funny. We have 3 different ones. That's funny.
I got my
Yours is so
Coca-Cola one.
cool. I never opened mine.
That's probably
How'd
flat.
you get that home? Did you drive?
Yeah, we drove.
Oh, because I had to.
Adam's
Sorry,
like, I
I
got
just-
some chips.
Adam's just holding up the Doritos.
I have the water upstairs. That's funny.
I am so
To complete the collection, I have the water upstairs.
But I think like them saying like you need to go off planet to go and get your part map is really cool. And you know what? Disney were really good about this because obviously me being a collector, I went to the end of the park and they were like giving one part opening day park maps per guest. And I was just like, hey, can I have one? Because my friend Sarah couldn't be it. She went off to do Pandora at night. So she was like, sorry, only one park map per guest. And then the other cast member heard me and she gave me like 4 of them.
That was cool.
Oh,
So it was really nice to like have like all
See
these
one up there.
different. Yeah. So I'm going to have like one framed and one
I
like.
like 10 of them. I have no shame.
But like it's so cool to have something like that though. I think it is really, really cool. So yeah, so Galaxy's Edge, I think, was the highlight, I think, of the parks this year. Apart from that, I loved Food and Wine this year. I think Food and Wine was fantastic. This was my first Food and Wine. I'm so glad I saved my dining credits.
I love Food and Wine. Food and Wine is great fun.
We had, I think, Sarah and I split.
Bye, R2.
Bye, RT. Sarah and I split maybe 12 or 13 different dishes.
Oh my gosh.
It was a lot. Like, but
That's awesome.
we had so many credits. We were just like, oh, we're gonna eat so much, and then we had Via Napoli in the evening while everybody was having Beverly.
Damn,
So
I'm
that's quite
shocked. You like food that much? I didn't know you like food much.
See, I don't build this body naturally, Rob. So. But Food and Wine was fantastic. What did anybody else try anything really nice for Food and Wine this year?
The Impossible Burger. Steve.
no. Does not taste like a burger. I
The
don't care what anybody
Impossible
says.
Cider was really, really good. I think Ryan had said that he didn't even know that it was plant-based. So,
I think he was just being nice.
no.
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 Look, it did not.
Opinionated tonight. I'm so sorry, guys.
I will say one booth that I thought was really good. It was surprising. It was back in, I think it was in Canada, the Apple booth. Did anybody go in there where it was in the old Canada building, the Circle Vision that wasn't there anymore? Yeah. They had this Apple booth set up and they were giving away, which caramel apple popcorn was not good, but it did come in a neat little tin or tub you could keep. And then they had some interesting beverages there. They had a frozen apple pie. They had some different stuff there too. It was pretty cool if you like apples.
I would love a frozen apple pie. That sounds. See, Donna said no. The Impossible Burger was really good. She liked it. So,
hey, some people like eating weird stuff.
Some people like McRibs. Some people like Impossible Burger.
That's true.
Hey, don't hit the McRibs.
Yeah,
don't hit the McRibs. Steve's a legend.
I had other people here.
Candy Mom said Steve likes McRibs. Can we trust his taste buds?
Exactly. Thank you, Candy Mom.
I am a very picky eater, so
yeah.
I have a
carnivore.
So I didn't go to Food and Wine this year. I think I last went in 2017. But my favorite thing that I had was the pineapple cider, which was fantastic. So yeah.
I'm gonna quickly come to Rob very quick because I know Rob needs to get going a little. I think he's got some other plans. But Rob, I would like you to summarize your favorite thing from 2019 and what you're looking forward to 2020
in general.
Yeah, just in general. What is your favorite thing for 2019?
Yeah, what a great year. Great friends on YouTube. Disney just was incredible this year. You know, I bottom line, I'm really so happy. Going to, I only got to go for 5 hours. I got to go to Galaxy's Edge, which was awesome. I was very happy to go. Thank you, Don and Richard, for coming to get me. But believe it or not, it was great. I'm gonna have that's a tie with the launch. I'm sorry, Adam and Dan, but the launch of Disney Plus, which was just incredible. It was so amazing that I tell people that.
Salt in the wound is
I tell people like Disney's never done anything like this ever, like in the history of their media and home video and all that stuff. And it's so cool just to go on there and have access to anything you want at any time. Pretty much, I'd say 85%, Steve, like of anything you would ever want is there, which is just pretty incredible. So
bigger.
Yeah, it is the year of streaming, and I was never really that into streaming. I never really had a Netflix account or anything, or any of that stuff. And literally in the last 4 months, I'm like all I'm about is streaming stuff now. So it was just incredible. I can't wait till you guys get it too. So
I've got no idea what Rob just said.
Did you put your volume down?
Habla español.
You'll get it soon. I just we're what is it? March? What is it available?
March 31st.
The year before you know it.
Just keep asking me because it's really just keep torturing my soul.
Sorry,
basically,
guys.
just after I get back from Florida.
Yeah.
Oh, basically, right before I go for my Star Wars runs, you guys get it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, Rob, I know you need to head off, but thank you
so
much.
Dan, I do too. I actually need.
All right,
I need to shoot as well.
We're all
It's just a trio.
It's fine.
I think there's another shift coming
It's fine
too.
because we got someone coming in who's going to blow the roof off this place.
Oh gosh.
I'm sorry. I think it's Ryan. I'm sorry that I'm running you guys off with my movie choices tonight.
It's absolutely fine.
Adam,
Right, let's just say goodbye to our goodbyes.
But Dan, seriously, congratulations on another amazing year of Disney Fiasco. Thanks for having me on. And I really enjoy it. And I don't get to come on much, so yeah, congratulations. And of course, Meg, Walt, Adam, Steve, congratulations to you guys too. It was just a great year. You guys put out great content. Unbelievable. I'm so proud of everyone. I love our little family. So great job, everyone.
Thank you so much. Well, firstly, let's give a big thank you to partner channel RobFuz. Rob, it's always a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thanks.
Where are you?
It's so confusing.
If you haven't checked out Rob's channel, I mean, you guys need to subscribe to him. Pub Talk, Frankie Fridays, Bon Jovi stuff, Disney stuff, everything. Like, just a genuinely nice guy, friend of the community, and just. Thanks, you guys need to. It's just he's rock and roll. That's what I could describe Rob as. And there will be definitely more pub talks in 2020, which I'm really looking forward to. So thank you to RobFuz. Speaking of pub talks, this guy down below, Adam from Adam's
See
Land.
how I didn't come on with the beer today? I was, you know, to be fair, I've had too much today already. It's been family.
Honestly, I'm
Did-
surprised
oh.
that Hulk Hogan. So.
Did Adam just say he had too much?
Well, you know,
Who are you?
Get that imposter out of here.
I
End of the year.
I was going to pull off the mask as Ebony standing there.
She didn't go to bed long ago. I was like, oh my God, go to bed, child.
Hey, Adam. Hey, Adam, what did your daughter get you for Christmas?
Beer. A beer glass.
So funny.
So true as well. Yeah, beer glass with sweets in it. So yeah.
I love it.
If you guys haven't checked out Adam from Adam's Land, again, friend of the channel, friend of the community, pub talk guy. I mean, it's always fun having you here and always having a bit of banter about the man from the north, like a White Walker. But it's always awesome having you here. So, guys, if you haven't checked out Adam from Adam's Land, Power Channel friend, just awesome guy.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on.
And over in the far corner, down below, hey, pal.
Ding, ding, ding.
Part of the channel, Walt from Mouse Talk, dude.
I miss Walt.
It is such a pleasure having you here. You've got some changes coming to your channel. I'm looking forward to, you know, you did a fantastic job with your Vlogmas this year. I really enjoyed it. You guys really need to go back and watch Walt's Vlogmas. I really enjoyed it. It was really a lot of fun. And just, again, friend of the community, friend of the channel, we got Star Wars Sunday Rise of Skywalker review coming in the new year. That's going to be really exciting.
Whenever Dan wants to set it.
Did we set it for like the first weekend or second weekend of January?
You said
I think we did, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. So that's when we're going to do it. A recap of the year of Star Wars that we've done, which is amazing. And maybe we'll talk about a new franchise that we are thinking about, going through different movies of the year, maybe something to do with the One Ring, the One Ring of Power. Maybe we'll go. Maybe that would be quite fun to do this 2020.
That'd be great.
One Lord of the Rings / Hobbit movie a month. That'd be quite cool. But again, thank you so much to Walt from Mouse Talk. What's coming up with you, pal?
Well, first and foremost, thank you for having me on. It's always a pleasure to be with so many great channels and people. Thank you for having us on. We're honored. We always are. Banter or not, agree or disagree with movies and this, that, and that, it doesn't matter. We're all friends. We're all family here.
I had to throw it in.
But I just enjoy it. I actually like the fact that we all don't like the same thing. It makes for more fun, to be honest with you. It could be boring if not. Then what do we have to talk about?
And then when people, say that they like Aladdin more than Hercules, then we have problems.
I know.
Well, we're going to have a problem.
Why isn't there a Hercules live action film?
There's a bunch of them.
I volunteered to play Meg.
But I thank you, Dan, for having me. It's always a pleasure. We do have a lot coming up. We actually have a contest. Melissa and I don't have a name for our new show. So we're letting you guys decide what the name's going to be.
What happened to Mouse Madness?
Nope. We're changing it. It's going to be whoever decides what it wants to. We're going to have people vote. Well, not vote, but send in their suggestions. And on our first show, we're going to pick a winner. And whoever the winner is also going to win a prize.
Dan's Food Show.
Working at it.
I got it for you. Just another Tuesday night.
Submit it.
Just another Wednesday night.
My show on Mondays is called Just Another Monday Night now.
Saturday night.
Yeah.
I'm going to call it Walt and Melissa's Splendid, Amazing Show of Awesomeness.
Well, it's got to be somewhat true, though.
I'm good at
okay.
True.
How about Walt and Melissa's
Thanks,
show?
Candy Mom. I will.
There you go. Yeah, all the other parts. I don't know if they fit. But, no, I appreciate it, Dan. It's always a good time being on here. I love you guys, all of you. It's just a pleasure. This is fun. This is why we do it. We've met so many great people. Lots of great friendships.
Chef's in there. Chef's coming in.
Chef.
Ryan.
So I'll jump off so Chef can jump in.
All right. Well, thank you so much,
guys.
Rob, Walt, and
Happy
Adam.
holidays.
Thank you so much. Happy New Year to you
Happy
guys.
New Year, guys. I'll see you in
And I'll
2020.
speak to you guys in the new year.
God bless everyone.
God bless.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Happy New Year.
And the floor is open.
I'm like waiting for my
And
face
the
to get really big.
floor. Oh,
There he is.
no.
Hello.
Oi,
Oh, hey guys.
look who it is.
I didn't even see you there. So weird. So weird.
Look,
What's up?
see, we got rid of 3 and we gain the life of many through one man.
What are you talking about? I'm shy. I don't even talk.
You're shy?
Actually, last week you didn't talk on the Wednesday stream.
He did not, which was shocking.
I know. When I get into painting, I get into painting.
I saw that.
So if you didn't talk so much on Wednesday, which everybody should go and watch this and that on Wednesday nights, this is your floor. You can have as much as you want. You can go on a tangent.
Oh my
on
goodness.
a-
You don't want to give him free reign like that.
Yeah.
So you're telling
Within
me
reason.
you're telling me I have free reign. All right, let's do this.
within reason.
The Life of Ian coming to theaters soon.
No,
Yes.
I'm just saying. I appreciate you asking me on for this, man. This is awesome.
No, it's absolutely my pleasure. I think what was really, when I thought about the end of year review, I thought, you know what, I've got to bring in people who I got to meet this year and people who, although we didn't spend a lot of time out in Florida together, I feel like over this year, just building these friendships and building, what we have in this community is just something special. So I thought, you know what, there's one guy who it's just hilarious. And I need this guy. He has to
I know.
be here.
Steve is amazing. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
It's really amazing.
There he is.
Oh my god!
The stuff he dresses up as, I can't even tell you.
I think, little brother, that he's talking about you.
No.
and Steve, by the way, Shep still has his Christmas tree.
I know. He's
That's probably gonna stay up.
most of the year.
Maybe that might be here next year.
Because that's
He won't-
such
literally
to take up and down.
This is my 4x4 studio.
So when I got to see Shep's studio, I really thought he's got I know it's in his basement. He's got this big, grand, huge room and everything. And then when I went there, I said, "Is that where you film?" He said, "That's it." And it literally is 4x4.
it's like
That's what he's got.
4x4. Yeah,
Nice.
it's pretty special. It's a special place.
I'll tell you, you make it work. That's for sure.
Yeah.
People aren't buying that you're shy. If there's anything,
You guys just don't know me. I'm just shy. I never talk. I don't do anything.
He talks a lot until you get to know him. Then he's really shy.
Yeah, I'm the guy that does the opposite. Yeah.
you become so friendly that you just don't say anything after like a couple of months.
How's it going, guys?
So how are you doing, Shep? What's going on?
It's been real.
We have one half of the Dis and That crew here. If you didn't miss Wednesday's show, it was absolutely amazing. They even had a wonderful special guest.
I was a special guest the last
Twice in a row.
2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, I think it was an accident last week, but
No.
No, that was awesome. We raised some pretty good money for Pete. Yeah, Pete is an amazing guy, and that was huge. Just being able to do that was huge.
a huge thank you to everyone that participated. And I know Donna's in the chat, so huge thank you to Donna.
Yeah, Donna's amazing.
And Emily and Cody and everyone who, participated in that. Thank you.
I think just, speaking about this community, and I know there's a lot of things that have been going on, sadly, behind the scenes. And obviously it's not for me to say what's going on or not. But, I think what we can say is that though we have met through this online community, we actually all do care about one another. 100%. And we have done so much for one another that I think we are, a tight family, and we'll do
100%.
whatever it takes to make people feel happy and bring that Disney magic. And obviously we can all send our love to our wonderful friend Pete McDevitt, who, who is just what a wonderful man. And next time I'm going to make sure he throws Beverly over me. Because that was hilarious. But I think let's just turn this full circle. Let's just talk about this meetup this year. This is like the kind of thing I wanted to talk about for the last sort of 30-ish minutes of the show. there's nothing that's going to be like what happened this year ever again. I don't think.
No, not on that scale.
That was crazy. That in itself was, because I mean, I met Steve. I met Zip before, but I met Steve, Dave, and then the four of us was the first time that we ever got together. And then it was just so crazy that the same time everyone was there. You were there. Meg was there. Like everyone, Kelly Myers and the Mouse was there. It was just so crazy the amount of people that were there. And it's almost, it's going to happen again. It's definitely going to happen again.
I hope it does.
But the experience of being able to meet everybody first time, but it was so crazy that like even though it was the first time we met, I felt like it wasn't. You know, it was just seeing each other, but we had met. You know, it was just like it just had been a while. You know, it wasn't like we met for the first time.
Thank you.
What's he doing over there?
He's sneezing.
Oh, you miking it?
I'm muted. Yeah.
He's pulling a Shep.
Is he like a dab kind of in the way of doing it? But you know what?
Oh, my mic's up.
It is crazy. It is crazy though, because like I don't know, like I think Meg, I've known you the longest out of all of us here. But even throughout this year and previous year, you know, end of 2017, you get to know people so well. And like Steve, you've been on loads of my streams, I've been on your streams, and you know, we've become, you know, really good friends. But then when I saw you in Epcot, I'm just like, geez, you're tall.
Yeah,
I know.
I'm a little tall
too.
I'm just like
so tall.
I think some people I don't think people either listen to me.
Steve's like 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah, I don't think people listen to me.
He towers over me. He makes me look short.
Shep's a tall guy, but I am taller than him. So when I told people I was going to win the Beverly, nobody listened. When I told people I'm tall, nobody listened. No, I don't think anybody ever listens to me.
Same.
That's okay.
Every time people see me,
It's because you're the one that always lies.
Yeah,
the truth.
Yeah.
Everyone said to me, they're like, "You look so tall on camera." I'm like, okay, I don't know how, but
you were like the you're the opposite. The same effect I have people for being tall. When people see me, I had the same effect with you. I went, oh my, she's a lot smaller than I thought she was going to be.
Yeah, I had Richard met me for the first time. He goes, "Oh, you're a lot shorter than I thought you'd be." And I'm like, what does that even mean? Like,
you should have gone full on Yoda. You should have said, "Judge me by my size, do you?"
I'm not even that short, but still, everyone's like, "You just look really tall on camera." But how do you look tall on camera?
Well, you bring the camera in like this.
That was like my my in-laws. My in-laws really wanted to meet Steve, but they had,
crazy.
They had seen pictures of us together.
Yeah.
And so they knew he was tall.
Yeah.
And my mother-in-law looked at me and she's like, you look short compared to him. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, he's tall. Like I can't grow anymore, but yeah, he's tall.
Donna just said Richard thinks you're a munchkin, Meg.
Oh.
Cargo is a munchkin. She's even shorter than me.
Cargo, I met Cargo too.
I didn't get to meet her, but I know that she's short.
She was tiny.
Yeah. You know who really surprised me? Well, everyone was like, "This guy is tall," but you don't realize how tall he is, and that is Juan from our Disney Adventures.
Yep.
That makes me look small.
Yeah, and I was just like, first time meeting Juan, and my head is literally all the way back. I'm just like, "Hey, pal!" Like,
yeah, he's got to be like pretty much 7.
He's like 6. I think he's 6'7", 6'8", or something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull up the picture though. It was from August, right?
It was from August, in Epcot.
Maybe the 1st of September, depending on when it was. I don't remember when we met.
Yeah, it was. I think it was like It was like in the middle of my trip, so it was actually right at the end of August. I'm going.
I think it was actually the day of the Beverly Challenge.
It was the 30th.
Oh, so the 30th.
Do you want to present me?
How do I do that?
Wait, hold
on. No.
You removed her.
No. What?
Yeah.
How do I get over there?
How do I?
You were over here.
Go to the bottom in the little white box in the upper left hand corner. Click her.
Aha! Ha ha!
So you could see everyone there. Juan is on
the far right.
Right there. It's confusing because it's backwards for me. So you could see everyone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and there's Figment. How cute. He's
You
the
know
short.
who's-
He's definitely the shortest.
My favorite
though.
part was she said everybody kind of look. I thought she said everybody looked in the middle. So me and Dan are looking at Figment. Nobody
I'm
else
looking
in that
this
photo
way.
is.
I'm
Everybody
looking
else
the
is
exact
looking off in a
opposite
different
way.
direction.
I didn't know. I
and
didn't
the
know
only
what you
person
meant.
who wasn't there was Zip. He was 20 minutes late, which was.
But I got to see him later.
Yeah, we bumped into Zip on the way to somewhere or other,
Yes,
and we
I
traded
saw
pins with
Ryan.
PJ.
I saw Ryan and Steve and Dave for like a total of 5 minutes.
It was
And,
it was about that.
That was a huge bummer for me because I thought I was going to get to spend a lot more time with you guys.
Yep.
But luckily, I mean, I still haven't gotten to spend that much time with Dave. I've met Patrick twice now, and then I got to spend a little bit extra time with him that trip. And then I just had breakfast with Steve and Ryan, so that was awesome.
It was fun.
Yeah, I think that's the thing though, because there was so many people there, and there was so much. Like we thought we had so much time.
It was
actually
the hurricane.
there wasn't that
Yeah.
much time, and then the hurricane happened.
I know.
Yep.
You know, it
We
kind of just
lost
like
all day Saturday, half the day Sunday.
it was just like one of those things that is just one of those freak things that happened where you just
Zips.
Yeah, 6'3".
Zip
Dean-
is
no.
like 5'10", I
Zip
think.
is
5'11".
stretching himself by about 5 inches.
Yeah, Zip's like
I'm like
5'10", I
almost-
think.
I'm
5'11".
I'm 5'10".
Wow.
Zip, are we the same height?
Shep's about 6'1", 6'2".
I'm 6'1". You're 6'3".
Yeah,
I'm
and
5'10".
Dave was just under you, maybe.
Yeah, Dave was 6.
Hold on. Let me hold on.
Oh yeah, you guys are pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
we are
Dan's
quite
kind of
close.
leaning over too.
Yeah, and also I slouch a lot.
And then there's me, and
one
everyone's like,
person.
"Are
yeah,
you
in
the
the back.
same size as PJ?" Like, yeah.
That was cool.
Dean, what's up, buddy? He's 5'11". Wow.
But who's counting, right?
Oh, so you guys are
But
all
yeah, who's
right?
count-
Zip said 5'11". Dean's 5'11".
Nice.
Wait,
I'm
Dean,
5'10".
who's taller, you or your brother? Is Bob taller than Dean, or Dean is taller than Bob?
Well, Bob looks a
Ooh.
lot taller on camera.
Bob looks
He
tall.
does look tall.
Mm.
Now
Yeah.
that's one guy who was really cool to hang out with.
Bob.
I don't know if you guys
Oh.
hung out with
I
Bob.
did get to hang out with him.
Bob.
Just the nicest guy. We
Oh,
I
it's
wrote
nice.
I wrote The Haunted Mansion and It's a Small World with Bob.
Candy
And
Mom,
it
5'4".
it was awesome. It was great. Nice. Who's counted? Bob is taller. And Bob's kids are giant. Do I say Bob differently? Like you say Bob?
You're saying like bub.
You're saying Bob. 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 Bob.
You've got the Bob accent. Bob.
It's so funny because I had said to so like 2 weeks ago we did the painting stream, and I was Meg Ross and Patrick was Nick Ross, and we were like, "Hey, Dad taught us how to paint, but my dad's name is actually Bob." So, like, it's Bob Ross.
That's hilarious.
Bob.
No, that
I gotta get more. I have to be more of an expert of Epcot, so I could be called Shepcot, and then I can compete with Bob.
Oh,
Shepcot.
Yeah, so I
Shepcot,
think
Ryan.
so. Right now, Epcot Bub, Epcot Bub, as Noah puts it.
Shepcot Bob.
Epcot Bob.
Epcot Bub has it right now, but Shepcot
Oh.
is
You
soon to
could
be.
Epcot with KidCot because you have like 727 kids, right?
That's fairly accurate.
And
That's
as we
going to be
stated
on your
earlier,
new t-shirts right there. Shepcot.
as we
Epcot.
stated earlier, Megan, I stole a couple of your kids.
You did.
So,
That was
yeah.
a great picture. That was a
It
great
was.
picture.
It was a really nice picture.
I was kind of shocked. I was like, "Oh, he's gonna be mad that we took his kids."
Oh, I would hang out. I would like play with Bryn
Why
all
would
the
I be
time.
mad? That was actually the best breakfast ever. I was just sitting there. I'm like, feet back.
Where did you
I
go
had
for
my-
breakfast?
I had my feet up, and the kids were all like hovering around them, and I didn't
know,
have
Bryn
any.
was
I
sitting on my
had
lap.
zero. I had zero responsibilities at breakfast.
Where did you go and eat?
At some diner. We went
Parthenon.
to some diner. Yeah.
Ah.
It was
And Abe got
We
the
met like
meatball.
halfway.
Yeah. So we live about like 2 hours away from each other or
Yeah,
so.
about that. Yeah. Yep.
And then Patrick lives free babysitting. Yeah, kind of.
100%. I was
I
like,
like
this
doing
is
it, though.
great. Here, kids, go mingle with
Well,
Oh, I
them.
had so much fun with Bryn though. She just I just like had her curled up on my lap. She was the best.
She had so much fun.
I think Jenny wants to hire me because when I go into Shep's house, no matter what time of day it was, no matter when it was, the twins stopped doing whatever they were doing and they just stared at me for the next 4 hours.
Who is
didn't move.
And it was like, so when is he moving here?
So
I'm like,
they literally didn't do another thing. They just sat there and one would sit over there looking at me, the other would be sitting over there looking at me, and they wouldn't move for 4 hours, just looking at me.
They warmed up though by the second day.
Yeah, no, they were fine. They were just like stoic. They didn't have.
Yeah.
They were just like.
I wish I had someone to play with me.
Oh my gosh, that was the sweetest
Bryn.
thing. That was the first thing it said to me when I walked in the door.
Yeah.
Oh, she's so cute. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she definitely knows how to.
She's got the eyes.
When
I
told
she
told
gets
him-
right in. She's like, so can you play with me?
I told
I'm like,
Shep.
wow, this kid.
I told Shep I knew me and Abe would be fine. I knew Abe and I would get along great, perfect. I didn't think she was going to like me because just on stream she always seems so reserved and everything. She was actually came up to me before Abe did, and with those little eyes looked up at me and said, "I sure wish I had somebody to play with." And I was like, "Okay, what do you want to play?" And we played dinosaurs and Barbies and blocks, and we played all kinds of stuff. So.
But it was dinosaurs, Barbies, and blocks mixed in.
Yes,
it was like this world of just weirdness.
And then we went and watched Play-Doh.
Like Barbie was hanging out with a T-Rex.
I love it.
But seriously, like Bryn, not even a year ago, was the exact opposite. She was so like standoffish. She wouldn't go up to anybody. And now she's
that's
like,
what I expected.
Yeah, she's like a full 360. So.
I was so surprised when she got out of the car and I was like, "Oh, can I have a hug?" And she came right up to me and hugged me. And then she wanted to hold me. She like stuck her hand out for me to hold it. And we walked together and I was like,
"Yeah." It was such a great trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to move.
Sorry, Dan.
Sorry, Dan.
No, I need to move to the States.
I mean, you're familiar with our area anyway, so just head to Boston.
That's true. I'll move to Boston because I love. You know what? I love Boston so much.
You just move over.
There's
plenty of stuff to do. It's only a 2.5-hour flight down to Florida.
I was gonna say, it's not like a 7-hour flight.
I know it's a quick jaunt, if you will.
What was the restaurant I went to in Boston that was just awful? It was in Quincy Market, and it's one where like the waiters were like really rude to you. They do that on purpose. But they do it on purpose.
Yeah.
They wear like
people that like make fun of you and say mean things on I don't like restaurants like that.
like
There's
I
like
got given a hat which was like I was like, I don't know,
Dick's Last Resort or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, something like that. They were just like
I've never been there, so
I can't remember
what Parmesan, Kay. Parmesan.
Parmesan.
It's Parmesan.
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 Isn't it like a hair place? Barbizon?
I don't know, maybe.
Wasn't that like a hair place back in the day? Barbizon or a hair academy?
It was called
Nobody remembers Barbizon Academy?
Nope.
But
you're older than me, Steve. How do you not know this stuff?
Look, I am older, barely. Probably a little wiser. I'm gonna go with why. I'm the oldest person in the stream. What happened to all the old people? No, just kidding. But I just because I don't hear weird things like Barber Sean or whatever you just said.
Parmesan.
No, whatever. He's saying something about a barbershop name.
Parmesan.
Oh, Donna says it's a modeling agency, so that could be it too.
Oh.
That could be it. Yeah, I was part of that.
I wasn't a model. So sorry.
I was part of that agency a long time ago.
Yeah.
See, I went to go and go around that because I got a call from that modeling agency, and you were like right up there.
Yeah. I showed up and they're like, "You can leave now."
Right. I was expecting you to say you showed up and they said, "Oh, you're too good for the part. You need to go."
Oh gosh, no. They're just.
They called me once too. They asked me to clean the
you can
toilet.
go.
Said, no,
they did not call me. I was not a part of this.
Yeah,
I was not thin enough. That's why.
Yeah, they asked me to shave my beard, but I said that would be a horrific sight, so I said no.
You shaved it for Florida?
I did. No, the thing is, like, I wanted to get into the part of a Tweedle and act like a Tweedle, and I knew Tweedles did not have a beard, and I knew because at the time I had like a double chin going, and the Tweedles were very big, I thought it would be quite a good idea to shave my beard and then go in the part. And then it took the whole 2 weeks to get my beard back. So it's kind of like Dan's Disney World beard sort of trip, like how it grew over time.
Rob said one of his 2019 highlights was Dan shaving.
I mean, shaving Dan. When I saw Dan for the first time, I was impressed. I was like, "Where did the beard go?" I was like, "You looked a little younger than you do now, but you look your age, I guess is what I should say."
See, my other half hates me having no beard, so now I'm kind of stuck.
So
with
you're
this
gonna have
for
a
life.
beard.
I'm stuck with this for life now.
Same. I've been letting mine grow out for a while.
This is the most I ever really get it.
Yeah,
That's the most.
I got tired of shaving, so I just do it like whenever.
Same.
I just get. I used to have one, and then I started just kind of shaving for the heck of it, and now it gets just too itchy if I don't, and I can't stand the. I know you get past that itchy phase, but I just can't get past that itchy phase, so I just shave it.
I once, because I was a very experimental teenager, I decided to shave my beard by using wax.
Ooh.
Oh.
So
I mean, like put it on and pull it off.
So put the thing on my cheek, and then
that is not shaving, Dan.
And then I went ah, but I thought it would be quite funny.
That is not shaving, Dan.
No.
How much hair was on your face?
That's
when
not funny at all. That hurts.
How much?
Actually, I felt like my face just tingle right now.
But
Do you have
Laser Cat,
long
welcome into the stream. Sorry.
How much hair did you have on your face when that happened?
Oh, like it all went, like it all.
No, but like how like long were the hairs?
Oh, maybe like a little lighter than this.
Oh, well,
it's still
it's quite.
That's
Yeah, it's still a
it would
lot.
hurt
It's still a
if
lot.
Shep did it.
he wouldn't have enough hair on his face.
It's just pure
I
skin.
think it would be at least like a quarter of an
Candy
inch.
Mom, that has been noted.
Didn't do it on the stream. What? Oh no!
Nothing. Never mind. Don't worry about
Oh man! Now I got thoughts of actually doing it going through my head.
it. That's all it takes.
I'll tell you what. We'll do it when next time we're together. We'll do it because I can't do it myself.
What was that? What was that movie? Who did it? Steve Carell did it.
Oh,
right?
in
Yeah.
Oh yeah, in the 50-year-old,
40-year-old.
40-year-old.
virgin, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Nothing.
I think at some point when I come
I'm not
on,
doing that, though.
we're all gonna have like we should grow out our beards for a month
And just do it
and then
all
just
together.
wax it, and then just
Honestly, I have no sympathy for you guys because, I mean, I wax my eyebrows all the time.
Yeah.
Not that bad.
See, even Blue Nose says, Dan, I did the same once in my 20s. I shaved first, but and then he did the wax. See, it's not mad. I know I'm a bit mad and I do stupid stuff. I know that. Like everybody knows that about me. But I did try it because I thought it would be hilarious. But the problem is if you wax like a part of your beard and you do it, you can't just stop there. You have to do all of it.
You can't just shave.
Because then even if you just shave the rest, it'll still look off.
Yeah.
So
And that's right. Kelly did do it. Kelly
he did
waxed.
to his ears. You know
Kelly
what, Shep?
wax.
You got me. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Oh my goodness.
No.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm not gonna be there for that. I can't.
When I come out and we do the run for the virtual run that I know the three of us are doing it. Maybe I think Zip might be doing it too. When we do the virtual Star Wars run, the half marathon before March 31st, we'll do it together.
Yeah.
Not. I know.
No, I'm not doing
No,
it.
I know
I'll
Meg's
wax
not
my
gonna do
beard.
I use that. I
We'll
used
do it on
that Nair stuff once. The stuff that like
Oh, I've
melted
used
off.
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
You get like chemical burns from that.
I did. Yeah. Oh my
Oh.
goodness.
You guys don't know.
I didn't do it on my face. I did it on my chest and stuff, and I was pretty much burned all over.
Yeah,
Why?
It was
would
not
you do
in-
that?
don't use that.
I wanted to look silky smooth. I don't know. It seemed like a really good idea at the time.
Oh my god.
It seemed like a really, really good idea.
Oh, I can't even get that out of my head
It
now.
was so cringy when Steve went to go take a paper towel to take off his makeup and just went like that.
Dan, don't close your eyes tonight, buddy.
Yeah, you realize it's like 3 a.m, so it's gonna happen like
I know.
soon.
What's up, Tracy? And Pam
What's up,
asked
Tracy?
Shep if we are still doing. our 1,000 subscriber giveaway together.
Also,
When
Yes.
we're down.
Yeah.
We're gonna get Jenna, and we're gonna do.
Right, 30
That's-
minutes time. Well, less than
that's-
30
that's-
minutes now.
That's
Cancel.
Null and
tentative.
void?
That's tentative. That's
Oh,
tentative.
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 That's whenever you're done. There's no rush. I just
Okay.
threw it out. I
Did you get the
created
notification?
something to create something, and then it can go
So-
whenever.
So okay, so this is the deal. So as soon as I pass out on my stream because of tiredness, Shep is gonna take over the events of the evening with the
Ooh.
stream.
party.
As he normally does on a Saturday. So you do not want to miss Shep.
It'll only be 30 minutes.
It might be.
It might
No.
be.
30 minutes.
No,
I you know, I just love the fact that we were talking about a Disney recap and then we just ended up shaving beards and
This is
Shep
what
being
happens
silky
when you
smooth.
have them on the
There's no problem. There's no problem at all being silky smooth.
I got no problem with that either.
My God.
It's something. Just has to be done.
Silky
Sometimes.
smooth, not just for women.
Yeah. Wait, what?
I was just giving you a motto.
Oh, it's for my own personal want in life is to be silky smooth.
Hey, you
No.
should do whatever makes you
Oh my
happy.
God.
It
I
makes
think this is
me.
the-
It makes me so happy.
Oh, this is a song now?
It makes me happy to be silky smooth all day. I gotta stop. That's just getting.
This is
weird.
the first time in Disney Fiasco history where we've definitely
Gone astray.
unlike this and that, I've gone completely
Off topic?
off topic.
I
Have we,
feel like
have we gone astray?
it's definitely happened before.
It has definitely happened before, no question. But to go off to this kind of topic,
Just took it to a whole new
where
level.
it's completely unrelated to Disney in every respect, and
I don't
more
think so. because
focusing
at
how
the same
silky
time,
smooth Shep can be, it's kind of a bit almost.
I
I
do
mean,
have to
I
say,
think it's somewhat relevant because if you go to the water parks, you'll go a
Exactly.
lot faster.
Yes, aerodynamic.
also that we were talking about Dan's Halloween party costume, so that connects it back to Disney.
Yeah.
Boom.
I mean, if you want us to get farther off topic, we could.
We
We
made
can
this
do it.
happen. I mean, we could send. We could.
I'll leave that to your
I
stream.
mean,
I mean, cucumbers, right? I mean,
Just mention the pigeons.
Just mention their pigeons. Just mention their pigeons.
the NyQuil
Rachel
pigeons.
Susag is here. Welcome in,
They're
Rachel.
everywhere.
So good to have you here. I
Those
don't even know where to
never
go
wanna
from here.
Yeah. There's no penguins though. Corey sees penguins. I see pigeons. It's just it's a big mess.
So
Is that like some sort of, instead of color blindness, it's sort of bird blindness? Like you see one thing, but someone sees another.
I think that's just a side effect of taking NyQuil.
It starts out with inside jokes, which we tell people on. Well, I don't know why we tell people.
On the
And we
internet.
tell people, and then people create channels like Shep sees pigeons, and then Corey makes mistakes and says Shep sees penguins, which turns into Corey sees penguins, and it keeps spiraling out of control, man.
I can guarantee that on any one of my given streams, not including the D&T streams, that there's probably 30 or 40 just fake accounts.
Yeah.
Not fake accounts. They're not fake. They're legit, but they're like
I'm pretty.
there's like
Where is
really
this.
I won't be surprised by the end of the night tonight. There'll be a Shep Silky Smooth account.
There
There will
might
be now.
How about R. Kelly?
R. Kelly. Yeah, that was last week that popped up.
Happy Little Meg. I like that one. I
Happy
feel like
Little
I
Meg.
got lucky with that one.
You know the one I haven't seen yet, which I don't want to say anything. Well, I got to now.
It will
But
now.
is my YouTube daddy. I'm surprised there's not an account
Yeah.
yet with my YouTube daddy.
Mm.
Oh my
Daddy
God.
I had mentioned that Kelly was my. We were talking. I don't know. See, it just comes out, and it just comes out.
Weirdness happens.
It does.
That should be a bumper sticker.
That's why we're all.
It's kind of like the other one from
And Michael Eisner is here.
Michael
Welcome in, Michael
Eisner is
Eisner.
here.
Michael Eisner.
Michael
Whoa.
Eisner and Robert Iger like to visit
Wait,
our
is
streams
Rob Iger
frequently.
too?
Michael Eisner is here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. It's when he shows up and when Bob Iger shows up, you know you've made it.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know,
I feel so honored and blessed to have him in my presence. Rockin' Robin, welcome into the stream. I feel like, him coming here and I hope Michael Eisner can sort of picture what we're telling about Shep being silky smooth and Steve having a
think he
Frozen
relates to
sing
it,
along
though.
on his phone.
I think he relates.
Chef.
I think
So what we do need to clarify something real quick. Thanks, Dan, for bringing it back up.
you're welcome.
So, Chef,
Mhm.
I got it. I don't know if you were watching at the beginning. I got harassed a little bit unfairly.
What do you mean harassed? Like
We were
that? No
talking about
way.
Frozen 2, and I said outside of Let It Go, nothing will ever touch Let It Go. But I said Frozen 2 has 3 or 4 songs that were better than anything else in Frozen 1.
Mhm.
Do you agree?
Repeat the question.
Outside, Let It Go is the best Frozen song there is. There's not going to be another one that touches Let It Go.
I think.
Then there are
Yeah.
3 or 4 songs in number 2 though that are better than the rest of in Frozen 1. But then everybody
Yeah,
said,
I
well,
think-
"Can you
I
even
think the overall.
sing?"
Yeah, I think the overall soundtrack probably on Frozen 2 might be better.
Thank you. And then I was asked, "Can anybody sing? You can't even sing a Frozen 2 song."
Oh
I
my
said,
God.
"I beg to differ." I said, "I have footage from where me and Shep were singing and Abe and Bryn were singing in the back seat. And we rocked the whole soundtrack
The
all
whole
the
way
way home."
home. Yep. Yeah.
So thank you.
And Bob
Um,
Iger's here.
Robert
Welcome in,
Iger.
Robert.
Robert Iger is here.
You know,
made it.
we made it. We've made it.
Robert
You've made it.
Iger. Actually, you know what? Robert Iger. I was actually talking about you early in the stream. I want a Brew Barker's and an Admiral's snack bar at Galaxy's Edge, please.
Yeah.
I mean, how could you not want that?
Rubaka.
Brew Barker and Admiral's snack bar. Like, it just works well.
I agree.
So make it happen. Why not?
I know. And while you're at it, can I get like another like free season pass or something for life?
Can I also get one of those? Is that a?
I mean,
I tell you what, if they sold lifetime passes, I would have one.
Yeah.
Let me.
And
but I,
Can you
but I want
make
it
it-
from. I mean, Bob's here. He can just wave his magic wand and
He said
we
he'll see
get
what he
one.
can do.
Thanks, Bob.
Yeah.
He said,
And-
"Okay,
and-
I'll look forward to hearing from you."
Can you make it compulsory that everybody who eats something at Walt Disney World has to have a pickle on it?
No. I said no pickles should be here.
I said no pickles is another one of our alter ego channels.
Yeah, but pickles is.
You said no pickles.
Cold dill pickles are okay. I love cold dill pickles. I can't get enough of them, except for the fact that they're like 900% of your daily intake of sodium.
Yeah, right.
But outside of that, they're pretty good.
Charlie,
I
what's
can't
up,
eat
buddy?
pickles.
Charlie, you know how are here. Welcome in, Charlie. So good to see you, man.
Oh, Rachel just asked, is Shep or Steve going to a McDonald's run tonight?
Not tonight. Sorry.
Not this guy.
Not on this
Mine's
stream,
like-
anyways.
Yeah,
No, on this
mine's
stream.
like 20 minutes away. So,
Mine's like way farther.
oh, pickle taco
No.
stand coming soon
Yes!
to Mexico.
Yes,
Wow.
that's what I'm talking
Robert.
about. You see, pickle tacos. I don't know why people are so like they turn their noses up to something so incredible.
I
Like,
love pickles. Oh my
yeah,
god.
you put pickles on tacos. It's just perfect.
It's like the same thing with olives. I really like
But-
olives, and some people hate olives. And
I don't like olives. It's like
I like the green part of the olive, but not the little red part in the middle.
those are different
No.
kinds of olives. They're
no, I no.
you can like green
I'm
olives.
with
you can like-
Corey. I'm
black
with Corey.
I'm
No,
not much of an olive.
Wow.
Someone,
Something's fun. Most things fun, right?
He said he hates olives.
But it's Steven's world.
It is Steven's world. He put Steven's world.
Wow, everyone hates olives in here, guys.
I
Rachel
like the
says
green
someone-
salty ones.
Someone needs to buy Dan a pickle ornament, please. Yeah.
They do have pickle ornaments, and whoever
So I do like
olive.
olive oil.
Yeah, olive oil is one of the healthiest things you can cook with.
Yeah,
But-
that's all I cook with.
for the person, if you put the pickle ornament on the tree and you hide it, whoever finds the pickle ornament first gets to
Wins?
open the first
Oh.
present on Christmas Day.
Well, mine would
I
be
get it
quite
now.
easy because I've never owned a tree, so they could just.
Oh, Dan. I
You
feel
never
so
had a-
sorry for you.
Yeah, I know.
Dan,
Oh,
sure,
The
Shep,
thing is, though,
Shep,
I
mail
got
that tree.
so
to Dan.
many ornaments, and actually, all my ornaments
Do you
are
have, like,
haunted
a Home
mansion
Depot?
ornaments.
Are
Why
there
not?
Home Depots in England?
No, we have B&Q.
Is it a hardware store?
Yeah.
We'll
So,
go to
like,
B&Q
They
and get
should
one.
have. So what we have here, like if I go down to Home Depot right now, I'd probably get like a tree for like 60% off.
Yeah, or more.
Yeah. So you should go
So-
down.
so hold
you
on.
should go tomorrow.
Or as like a version of this and that, instead of going to McDonald's, I'm going to go down to B&Q and buy a Christmas tree.
Let's do it right now.
Dress up,
They got to be
dress
open, right?
up
They're
and-
24 hours, right?
Let's go.
We like the part of people dressing up. I think that's our favorite part.
I'll go as a.
Tweedle.
Oh yeah, I'll get my razor.
Go shave.
Actually,
Get
you
the
know
wax.
what?
Better yet,
Quite
get the
funny,
wax.
though.
Yeah.
Because I have like next to my desk, I have like all these razors.
Why do you have so many? Oh my god!
I don't know. I just have
Maybe
them by my
hashtag silky
desk.
smooth.
I've got like.
Damn.
There's so many different kinds too.
I don't. Yeah, I know. We got Gillette. And,
Wow.
Oh, this one's Gillette too, but they're just different ones.
I usually shave every day because I have to, unless I just don't care anymore, like today.
Same.
And so if it gets like this, though, I have to use an electric razor to cut it down first, and then a straight razor, because otherwise it like pulls and it just, I don't know. I don't like shaving.
Hey, the Jungle Book water ride coming soon to Animal Kingdom in 2024.
Wow.
Nice. That's not soon.
Straight from the mouth of Robert.
I am very happy that I don't have to shave my beard every day. So that's very good.
Yeah.
I mean, I try not to, but
Same.
look at it. It's
Yeah,
just-
Rob says, for a guy who doesn't shave much, you sure do have a lot of razors.
you know, it's I've kind of, as a collector,
Of razors.
You're
I'm
into the
always-
2019 brands?
I'm always looking out for the next big thing in razors.
Gillette,
Sometime-
hashtag not a sponsor.
Gillette, yes, Gillette, sponsor me, please. I'm a big fan. Not that I use you
but-
very often.
You have to use the products. That's the problem.
I have really weird things on my desk, but I do not have razors. So that
What's the-
actually seems very dangerous to have all these razors out.
No, it's fine because they've all got like this plastic thing over it, so I won't cut myself.
Those are very sturdy.
Yeah, like I know, like I'm looking after myself, but yeah.
Let's be honest. Who thinks I'm the best CEO? Says, my
Well, we're
God.
gonna get Michael versus Robert.
Oh, there's a
Look,
fight of brewing.
I think Michael saved Disney, especially from Comcast. And I think Robert enhanced Disney. You're both good.
Yeah.
Oh, have you ever heard of Fab razors? Kay says they're the best. You could shave in either direction.
Ooh. The thing is, like, with all the razors I have, that's how many I would need to shave this beard. Because,
Wow.
like,
Didn't dull it.
You would have to like. Do you have like an electric one that you could trim it first with?
That's
Yeah.
what I have to
Like
do.
a haircut trimmer?
I do. But
I feel like I'm not the
sometimes,
right person to be in this stream with you guys.
sometimes I missed and I get it. in
We're
my
only
head.
talking about male grooming. There's nothing
Yeah,
wrong.
right?
Yeah, there's nothing like. So it's only what you can see, and you know, not
Meg-
everyone could be as silky smooth as a Shep. But you
Yeah,
know.
and Meg,
It's true. It's
I have
true.
no
It takes a
business-
lot of.
Meg, I have no business being on your makeup streams, but I still come.
You do the makeup. You're so good at it.
Speaking of which, we got
It's
another
out
one
the
coming up.
goodness
soon.
of your heart.
I spelled smooth.
so
Hashtag
what's
silky smooth Shep.
silky smooth Shep? Smoky smooth Shepcott.
Shepcott.
Yeah, I
What-
like that. That's actually very fluid. It sounds great.
That needs to be on a t-shirt.
Let's fix it.
Silky smooth.
You can
Shep
shorten it with like triple S.
Yeah.
You know? Silky smooth Shep, triple S.
I think that works quite well.
I'm gonna actually come up with a brand of Nair.
You should.
Brand.
Yeah,
What's it
It'll
going to be called?
it's gonna be called
Shep
Not-
hair.
Shep's
Hair.
Silky Smooth. I'm
It
not
should
going
just be
there.
called Triple S.
Triple S.
Triple S.
SSS.
When you want hair removed, buy Triple S.
Silky smooth Shep.
It will not burn you. Maybe.
RobFuz is, I can't wait until Disney Dan does a 24-hour stream.
Name.
Ain't happening. Not tonight.
We tried.
Yeah, a couple of years ago.
Hours in?
So I did 2 hours. Then I fell asleep during the stream.
You actually. So with StreamYard, I think you only have how many hours is it?
8.
8 hours. The thing
No,
is,
no,
like,
no,
we
yeah,
Google
yeah,
Google
yeah.
Hangouts was
It's-
6.
No, it's 6. It's 6 hours with StreamYards.
Max at one time.
Yep. Then you can turn around and start another one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But then you only have how many hours did you say you could?
Yeah, it's only like 24, I think, or
24.
Oh, for the month. You're
Yeah.
talking about free version of StreamYard? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
So a free version of StreamYard is 20 hours a month.
yeah, that's what it's 20.
So
you couldn't even do it 24 hours.
unless you paid for
Unless
the 20
for it.
bucks
Yeah.
For the month.
for the month, yeah.
Hmm.
It's only when you're hosting too. So like right now you're hosting, it's eating away at your free 20 hours.
Just
I know. I was at like 16.
wow.
Somehow
Kind of
it goes so fast. I don't
Looks
know
like
how.
I ain't doing that 24-hour live stream.
Wait, Steve, so do you pay for StreamYards or Duck Labs, whatever? Or do you just have the free version still?
I just have the free version. There's no need for us to pay for it
Yeah.
unless we stream twice a week.
Because I think I know Jeff pays
Jeff has
for it.
it.
I think Kelly pays for it.
Miguel, Mr. Gonzo pays
Yep.
for it.
Oh, he pays for it too.
So the things it does for you, it allows you to stream more than, which is now is a big deal because if you stream more than once a week,
Yeah.
it might affect you.
Yeah.
That didn't used to affect you till this month. The only other things it does is it gets rid of this little thing right here,
Yep.
and you can put your own there,
Your
and it
logo.
allows you to put your own backgrounds and things on.
Yeah.
There's no other reason to have it outside of that.
Yeah.
Don't need no background. Look at my background. It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
exactly.
Exactly. Just need a tree.
I know. Steve, I missed your tree.
It's already boxed up. I'm sorry. Look, let's live vicariously. through
treason.
Shep. Good one, Dan.
Hey.
Oh.
Even at 3:20 in the morning, I could pull those out.
It was so natural.
I know. I mean, what can I say? Just quick fire.
Oh, look what I found on my desk.
Uh-oh.
Not a razor.
Is it Nair? Oh.
Oh, look at it.
Look at that.
Blair Witching right now.
That is awesome.
It's right here with my.
I
I have
got-
soap on my desk.
Oh, wait. Shep, you're like this.
Yes.
I've got a Red Sox. Thingy
Ooh.
majiggy.
A penny. Is that one of those
Penny.
tough pennies?
He's
Yeah,
not a
Red-
Red. Shep's not a Red
Boston-
Sox fan.
But you're from the area, aren't you?
He doesn't watch baseball.
Oh.
Oh.
He's a pretend Boston fan.
Well,
Sorry. I'm
well,
not a Boston
Charlie
fan.
from
Sorry.
Disney Nerd Herders might like it.
No.
No.
I mean, I'm a huge fan of New York teams, so I clearly don't. Oh, Charlie said goes Red Sox.
Go Red Sox.
I mean, I'm not a huge
Carlos,
baseball
what's
fan,
up, buddy?
but
What's up, Carlos?
Yeah, Carlos, welcome
Whoa.
into the stream, buddy.
I think there are a few other people that are New York Rangers fans, and I'm a huge New York Rangers fan. They were just
What team is that, though? I don't know what team.
Oh,
What
Dan.
sport?
Dan.
What sports? I don't know what sport it is.
It's hockey,
Oh, hockey. I should have guessed that because I know you love hockey.
and they won in overtime tonight against the Maple Leafs.
Toronto.
Who, the
Ah.
Rangers?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guessed it was Canada of some sort, considering it's called the Maple Leafs.
They do make outstanding maple syrup.
Yes. There's a awkward pause there.
Maple.
I forgot what I forgot where I was going with that sentence, and then I was like, "Oh yeah, syrup."
I would have guessed, considering
Syrup?
you know, yeah, their reputation precedes them.
Do you know who also likes maple syrup? Is Zip Buddy Doodad.
Oh, I do.
Mm.
He likes to eat it with spaghetti.
Actually, you know what's really good? What you guys really need is Vermont maple syrup.
Oh, that's so good.
Vermont maple syrup is probably one of the best
You
you
know,
could have in the
I
world.
actually enjoyed the.
in the world.
I kind of enjoyed the Connecticut or maple syrup that we had last Saturday. For
That's
That was,
not
breakfast.
real
that
maple.
was like, I think that was like Aunt Jemima or
That's
Jemima.
not real
Doesn't
maple.
matter.
Is it bad to say I don't like maple syrup? It's very. I
That's
don't
not
like,
the worst thing he said he didn't
What do
like.
you have on your waffles?
Dan doesn't like the Lion King, so
Dan didn't like the Lion King.
I have.
What
I
do you
have
put on your waffles, Dan?
Nutella.
oh well, that's
That's actually not bad.
Ah, you see, or peanut butter.
no.
Mm,
Nutella is
That could be.
definitely better.
mm. Oh,
What
or
about, what about,
Marmite.
what about
You guys
pancakes?
don't even have
No,
Marmite.
Marmite is horrible.
Oh,
Is that
Marmite?
like salty stuff?
Marmite is like it's a yeast extract, and it's like really salty, but it's like the consistency of honey.
Sounds like a
but
bed
it's
bug.
really salty.
You
Yeah,
got
so I would say-
marmites in your bug in your bed.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass
I've
on
got a marmite
so
infested.
good. I actually eat it from a spoon because it's that good.
No, that's it's so gross. But Dan needs to have
Mm.
tea with a specific someone. Do you know who that specific someone is?
Tea.
Vodka.
The Steve.
Queen God save the Steve.
Steve.
Queen Steve.
Queen Steve. You gotta understand, when I watched that episode, I was cringing so much because I'm just like if there was anybody who could portray a better queen, it's Steve.
Oh.
When Steve applied lipstick with painter's tape.
Oh my goodness!
I did do that. I did do that too. Look, when you're a guy and you don't put makeup on, and you buy one tube, and then you got to play all the girl parts that we do. You got to find ways to put the stuff on.
Hey,
It's
you
like-
volunteered to do that.
Ryan did play
I
Bella
did.
with Steve that one stream, but it was called Ballerina Steve for a reason, I guess.
I had some really good makeup on too.
Yeah, you just ate all your lipstick.
Yummy.
Mhm.
That's the best makeup ever. It's frosted.
Lady Jam is welcome into the stream. We're kind of not talking about 2019 Disney, to be fair. We're just
Well,
We are talking about 2019.
I
We
do have
are,
something for
but
2020
in a-
real quick though. I
What's
do have
20
something for 2020,
what's that?
and that is Ballerina Steve will be making appearances in 2020.
Yes.
I need to get Ballerina Steve on Fiasco.
With who?
Oh my God. Don't.
There might be some Ballerina Steve and then Ballerina Imposter Steve's coming to this
Yes!
2020 as well. Maybe Ballerina Steve and Ballerina Shep.
Yes.
Well, there's no ballerina chef.
There's Ballerina Steve and Ballerina.
I can try to talk you into it, but
Please,
There's-
please,
you did it
a-
once.
Well,
please go
it's-
to the Run Disney Marathon as Ballerina Steve.
So that, Dan, is not completely out of the question yet.
Yes.
It is for me.
Oh
I
my-
can't pack that in my suitcase.
I know. I'm packing now, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Just go on the flight in it.
I don't know if they let him through.
Yeah, they'd be like,
Just
okay,
'cause
you,
of how
you,
big it
you,
is,
sir, need to
or
come with
because
us.
Now,
Sorry,
Like, we
sir,
have
you
to-
need to.
you look really blown up. We need to search you.
really bloated today.
I just ate a lot before I got here.
Actually, I think the airplanes do like cause bloating, and then you have really salty snacks. So
And
I would.
Avery,
I'd have to buy 2 seats though,
yeah, exactly.
which
Avery,
isn't
let-
actually a bad thing.
Avery, let's just say that none of the costumes I have worn have been disposed of yet.
Oh my God.
So there are perhaps chances that you will see them all at some point in time again.
oh my gosh, Amy said you need to do the Princess Marathon. I completely agree.
Yeah, I got too many I'm doing.
I want to do that in 2021.
2020, the nightmares continue.
Jonathan.
I feel like we're gonna get even more varieties of Steve. We're gonna.
Oh,
get
you are.
a Princess
What?
Steve,
This
a
20,
nun Steve.
this 2020 costume
Ooh,
bracket though, I'm not gonna win that one. Okay, I'm not gonna win that 2020 costume bracket.
Look, I said the worst thing that could happen.
Yeah. By the
To
way,
me.
when are you going to McDonald's with that costume?
When her and PJ with me? Or her.
Her, she won, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, but they came up with something a little different. Her and PJ.
Oh,
So the worst thing I ever said and the best thing I ever said at the same time was that this is getting easier to do. Getting easier to go out in public as things that I should not be going out in public as.
We
So-
need a Walmart stream.
It's Walmart streams are coming. Target streams are coming. I got a lot of stuff playing.
it's Tarjay.
Tarjay. I'm going to go in as Queen Steve as Tarjay.
Oh my
because
God,
that's a little more proper. So
Oh.
Tarjay is a little more classy, right?
it's a classy. So they deserve a queen.
So basically, we're going to need donations for bail money.
Yeah. So yeah. We're there's a fun setup. So
Yeah, strictly for bail money.
Yeah. Separate from the costume budget.
Oh yeah, that budget's ridiculous.
We're in the red by like a lot on the costume budget.
My favorite costume, I think, though, is the Kumba one with the eyes.
Did I show you the
talking
picture? I went down the basement once, and when I was at this house, and Bryn had it on.
You showed me that.
It was awesome.
That one, because it's just the eyes are so crazy. Donkey Kev.
Who did I say? When you were Olaf, I said you were like Jack Frost.
Oh, that did not turn out the way I wanted it to, but it wound up being so much better.
It is like Jack Frost. The movie.
There it
oh
is.
My god! There it is.
There it is.
This one, are you?
Oh my god! I love it.
I don't think there's anything wrong with this.
The eyes are the best.
Yeah.
They're just.
Oh, they move. Oh, jeez. Sorry, Dan, that we got derailed off your 2019 plans here.
Oh,
Hey,
we are talking about 2019 though.
This is the best Disney Fiasco show I think I've had.
Just give me 1 second while I do my hair.
Steve can help you with the hair. Steve, help.
Oh, reach up here, Shep. There you go, buddy. There you go.
Oh, that feels good.
It's kind of a mix between like Yoda and
Good it feels.
that feels good.
That feels good. It does.
He is the worst Yoda impersonator ever. Not the voice; it's just what he says.
It's all in the right order.
He thinks you say the word, the sentence, and then take the first 2 words and stick it at the end again, and that makes it Yoda. I said, no, that's not how it works.
Tracy said, so Queen Steve goes to Target and claims it for Great Britain.
Oh yes, I claim this Target in the name of Great Britain.
It is no longer French.
Of course, it would have to be. It is no. It is. It is now Target.
Oh goodness.
Is it, Dan? Is it offensive? It is offensive. I'm not even.
Yes.
I think anytime you start,
if you have to even ask it,
yeah.
You know what?
if that thought even crosses your mind, so tell me real quick: is this offensive? Then yes.
I got it.
I'm gonna walk into like one of our stores in the UK dressed in like a Stetson and cowboy boots, and I'm gonna name this shop after the United States of America.
Well, they'll just think you're a member of the Village People's all.
It's fine. That's not the first time it's happened.
I'm gonna play the national anthem to. Sorry, I didn't mean the theme song. I'm in the national anthem.
No, UK doesn't have a national anthem. We just have a theme song, like Friends. Don't need no national anthem.
Avery said, "This Target will hereby be colonized by Her Majesty Queen Steve."
That's right.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
As long as you
don't,
don't,
Queen Stefania.
As long as you don't go into the tea and coffee section and just throw the tea on the ground, then that will be offensive.
This is not tea.
This is symbolism for something that happened 300 years ago.
I'll go get a Boston Red Sox jersey, throw it on the ground, then I'll take the tea and I'll throw it at the Boston Red Sox jersey. See what happens. If anybody gets the reference.
No, yeah. To be honest, there's no going to be no British people there to be offended by, unless you stream it. So, I mean, which you could do actually.
They're all going to be. If I'm going, they're going to be streamed.
Oh, Stacey, Steve has always been the queen of this stream.
No, I would not go there.
I take no offense to that either.
Yeah, I'm not going to say that.
Carlos says, "I used to like you, Steve. Leave the Red Sox alone."
Oh yeah, sorry, Carlos. I forgot he's from out there too.
Yep.
He knows though.
Carlos,
he knows.
Go Red Sox! I got this penny thingy.
Well,
Steve
is easily persuaded to like the Red Sox. So
this guy's really good at persuading me to do things and like things that I shouldn't or don't. But
convinced you to dress in drag.
He's convinced me to do a lot.
I sound like a horrible person.
No, you're like a really good. So, when my mom comes to me and says, "Shep's going to get you in trouble in Florida," and I'm like, "No, he's not." And She doesn't know that I'm just as much as an influence on him, I think, as he is on me. But he can say no a lot easier than I can.
I still think the worst part was when you had gone out to McDonald's or something for like the second time, and I think it was off stream, and your mom came in and she was like, "Wait, Meg's a part of this too?"
Yeah, she came in after
My
the stream was
God.
over, and she was shocked that Meg was in.
It's like, I didn't do any of these shenanigans. It wasn't me.
Oh dear. Right. On that note,
It really got derailed.
it got derailed once again. But I think you know what? All good things must come to an end. It's 3:30 in the morning.
Oh, damn.
Oh my
I
goodness.
just want to say thank you to everybody, especially a year of Disney Fiasco. I'm gonna get all personal. I'm gonna start crying again. No, on all seriousness, like this year's been like one of the best years of my Disney sort of career, like Disney YouTube career. I just love every moment. Love hanging out with. I just love just hanging out, just talking about these funny stories, and just like it's not so much the Disney like thing we talk about. It's just having a good laugh, having a good time. And you know what, being in the UK, you know, obviously it does hinder like not being able to watch streams and to being as active as you know, but I try and be as much as I can. But you know what, this community is amazing. I love every single person in this community. It's just this, it wouldn't be the same without each and every one of you. So I really do appreciate all the support you guys have given me, not just today, not just this year, but since you've subscribed to my channel. So thank you so much. We're gonna start wrapping things up, and then I think Shep will jump onto your channel.
Yes, sir.
Sounds good. So straight after we finish here, we're gonna jump over to Shep, where we're going to continue the shenanigans, the silky smoothie talk. But let's just wrap up here. Firstly, I want to give a big thank you to all my guests who I've had on, not just today, but this year. It's just been such an amazing privilege to have all these amazing shows, and we are on our way to episode 100 of Disney Fiasco, which is
So
mad to think. I've got to give a massive thank you to my co-host. Yeah, you've been here since the start, so I mean, it's always, you know, it's always great having you here, Megan. Partner channel friend, like it's just awesome to have you. Like doing all these shows has been amazing. So thank you so much for joining, and
Thanks,
it's
Dan.
been really cool.
A fun year.
It's been an absolutely fun year. This guy,
Me?
All things fun.
all things
Most,
fun.
most things fun.
Steven's World.
Steven's World.
Steven's World.
Most
But
things
this is
fun.
not Steven's World. Steve, this whole year, thank you so much for being an amazing guest on all the shows that you've been on. The streams wouldn't be the same without you, of course, and it's just been so much fun having you and being part of this Disney Fiasco sort of mini family.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you so much.
I remember, like I told you earlier, I remember the first time I got on Fiasco, I was like, yes, I made it. Because it's like the show to be on. It was an honor then. It's still just as much an honor now, and I wouldn't miss it for the world. Thank you very much for everything you've done for this community and for all of us. So thank you.
No, thank you, my friend. And this guy, what can you really say? A legend in his own right. Shep, always a pleasure. Always there for the laughs, and look forward to having you on more Disney Fiasco shows where we probably won't be talking about the topic. We need to talk about our favorite Disney doors, a random topic we needed to do, which we will do in the new year. But thank you so much for jumping in as well.
And thanks for having me, man. It has truly been an honor to be on your show. It's been a few times, and I can't wait for more. So, dude, I love you. You're a great person in this community, and everything you have done for everybody is a godsend. So we appreciate you, sir, and everything that you've done in 2019. And that is certainly one of my highlights, is being on this show, and also meeting you in person in August was awesome. So
you're too kind. You guys make me cry. But again, thank you so much to all my guests, and thank you to Rob and Adam and Walt who were in here earlier as well. Thank you to all my amazing other partner power channels, everybody who supports me. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Today has been absolutely amazing. We've had, roughly an average of 30 people in the chat, which is just such a blessing, and for me, it just makes me love you guys so much. So thank you so much for taking time out of your Saturday to join me, to have some fun with some amazing people. You guys are amazing, and you do not understand how much you mean to me. So thank you so much. So yeah, you can follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at DisneyDan. You can also follow Mickey's Magic, the Shep Family, Steve's World, and then RobFuz. Oh, Dale! Dale's just come in.
What's up, dude?
Dale.
What's up, Dale?
Oh, thank you so much, Dale, for joining. Oh, we literally just wrap it up. But Dale, go over to Sheps. We're gonna continue the conversation. But speaking of Dale, thanks to the massive Resort TV One family for supporting me and the community. I wouldn't be here without them. So thank you.
Josh and Jenna.
All starts with Josh and Jenna. So thank you
100%
so much. So guys, please head over to Shep's channel where we're gonna get continuing the conversation. And I have liking the bid, says Dale. Yeah, I know. It's not going. I'm just saying. And new vlogs coming really soon, which is great. Lastly, Happy New Year, everybody. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. And I'll see you guys all in 2020. So have a great weekend, everybody. Happy New Year. And I'll see you guys all real soon. Bye-bye. Go over to Shep's channel right now.